also like I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting.
Yeah.
Like we didn't just talk about controversial stuff. Like
there was something to disagree about.
yeah, exactly. That's
Right.
where we had conversation, and that was.
I didn't
interesting.
tune into that one. I tuned into the.
Yeah.
Which one? I didn't tune into that one.
That one was really good. The one with like just my in this room.
Okay.
Other conversations I really liked. Like, I really do like the one with Karis. Actually, that one was really fun. What else, bro? I'm trying to think of like all the podcasts we have because we've had so many.
Yeah, man. And which episode are you on?
Bro, this is probably gonna be like the 43rd.
That's really good, man. You're doing like it's a good track.
43, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're gonna have.
You know, it's been a year since we started. I don't know. Well, actually, we
Wow.
should find it. See the inception of the channel, bro.
Like exactly a year that you started.
No, not exactly, but like maybe a little over. I think our first video. Well, I'll look at our first video. Motive.
Did you ever think you were gonna have a podcast?
Yeah. Oh, I think we knew since like we knew when we started like calling about it in like grade 11 or grade 10 even.
Bro, I didn't know. I could say that like I knew I would have had a podcast with you when I met you in grade 8, but like, bro, people could have been like, yeah, I'll have a podcast.
11
I didn't
months
even
ago
know what
this
a
is.
podcast was in like
Yeah,
grade
me
8,
neither.
Bro. Like, like yeah.
Bro, the first podcast.
December 15th will be our upload of a year, but we were recording videos I think beforehand, right?
I think my first. Yeah, we were.
So
I think my first podcast was probably like Joe Rogan with Elon Musk in 2017.
that was your first
Yeah.
podcast you watched. That was the first Joe Rogan
It's probably
episode
the
I
first
watched.
podcast I've ever listened to in my life.
My favorite podcast I've ever listened to. Well, I might have to think about the Lex Friedman ones, but Naval Ravikant and Joe Rogan's my favorite.
Oh
so
yeah,
far.
Naval Ravikant on for me was a knowledge project. It was like
Yeah, I know.
the initiation. The thing is, the past year I actually like stopped really thinking in that school of thought.
Like I
Me as
started.
well.
I'm a capitalist now,
Yeah. Full time.
I'm a full-time capitalist now. This is no longer altruistic in any sense, but but the thing is, as soon as I really struggle because as soon as I establish that, I'm like, okay, back to being creative because you just commercialize it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Full intent.
Yeah.
But,
All right.
I don't know like half of the people you guys talked about, but yeah, bro.
Naval Ravikant is a bit of a Silicon Valley legend. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
Naval Ravikant, I know.
you know that guy?
Yeah, I know.
You're in
I know.
computer science. You should.
Yeah, I need to know who he is. I need to know
Bro,
who he
it's
is.
funny because like I was talking to somebody in computer science the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like trying to figure out what I was saying. I'm like, oh yeah, OpenAI Sam Altman. They're like, what? Like who's Sam Altman? and I
Dude, that when
and the
that
thing is,
shit
I don't want to
happens,
be that
bro,
guy.
like-
I don't want to be that guy. Like I don't want to be a dick,
Bruh.
but I'm like, okay, you're in computer science. You should know who Sam Altman is, just like as a joke. Like he,
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they're probably like, oh, this guy is like such a snob. Like just because I don't know the people doesn't affect me. But I'm like, come on.
But like, it's true.
It's true, man. It's true. It's
I'm
true.
like, yo,
man.
I know you probably think I'm a snob for saying this, but like, if you knew who Sam Altman was, you would understand why you should know. Who Sam
Yeah,
Altman is.
yeah,
Computer science.
That's
man,
how you know
yeah.
they're just not about it that hard, bro.
I feel like there's a lot of people in computer science that just want money, bro.
But
Like-
that's because that's why they won't get any
different
money.
though. That's
Yeah.
different though. Like
Yeah.
I also just want money.
No,
but like
but
nonetheless.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're not interested at all into the thing, you know? Like they just want, oh, it's a secure career that I'm gonna have money on. Like I feel like a lot of people that I know, they're in that sense.
I think that's everything with any lucrative industry. Like once
Oh, yes.
once software engineering
Oh, yes.
dies, and we just need to get like people to either build robots or like annotate data for the AGI that we build.
Oh,
They're gonna be like, oh, I'm a great like spreadsheet engineer, like shit like that, bro. They're gonna have all this random stuff. Like data science as a role about to become just like
Yeah,
like,
data annotator. Yeah.
Yeah, data annotator, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. It's full-time job getting
Like
paid.
how
like,
fast can you like label data?
Exactly, bro. For the first time in the universe, your like typing speed is actually valued, bro.
bro, I met this kid, bro. He's gonna be the best data
Dom?
annotator, bro.
Talk about Dom.
Yeah.
Yo,
Bro,
bro, like
that-
300 words
yeah.
per minute,
That's
bro.
just a roast, bro. This guy
Best-
said you're the best data annotator.
Best data annotator, bro. He's gonna be like signing $1 billion deals, and then it's
Yeah,
have
he's
conversations
going,
like
bro.
this, or someone like us. They're gonna be like,
He's gonna
yo,
be
you
like
don't know
this.
Dom?
You
Like,
don't know Dom?
You're not
Yeah,
even
you
a
need to
data
know,
annotator,
yeah.
bro. You're not even a real data annotator, bro. Like what the fuck?
Okay, yeah, but until I put like electrodes to on my employee's head and just have like a farm of like people sitting down just like thinking,
Ooh,
Oh shit.
which kind of funny because
knowledge
We're-
battery engineer,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you do all day, bro? I just think.
I just think,
bro. I just
No, I saw this quote the other day, man. Like, you know what? Like, technology and AI is just like the more we progress, the more we incentivize people getting philosophy degrees. We're actually like
Ooh,
working
yes.
so hard giving tech salaries to philosophers, bro. I can't wait till that happens, man, because then we could get paid for doing this more.
Oh yes, bro. Oh yes, for sure.
Just whoever has the biggest and most strong, like thinking farm.
Yeah.
You just get people to come and sit down and just like think all day.
Dude,
Bro.
how would you even do that? You just get them to like watch movies about like your culture, like bro. You just have like
You-
40 people in a room watching The Social Network, so you can
Yeah,
make
yeah.
the best the best ideas for a startup again.
Well, you can also see the
No,
different.
but-
you can also see, the different patterns from their brain, and then you are like predict who is like the most like
The best one.
yeah like who really gets
Ooh,
invigorated
This
by
is
it.
Jake
Yeah.
Hal's first actual startup, so he knows who he should invest in, bro. Like which
Yeah.
brain fires the most when they watch Mark Zuckerberg scam his boy Eduardo.
How I make
And then
how
you
I
get
make
the DNA of the kid, bro, and like
Oh.
just multiply him and tenfold, bro.
how I make insert inflation adjusted 100K a year equivalent in 2020 in 2040 just using thinking.
Wow.
Not clickbait.
Bro, that's gonna be the Coursera courses, man. Wow, that's gonna be crazy, bro. Anyways, what's up, Motive? Welcome to tonight's Motive. We got our boy Filipe, man.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Filipe?
What are you doing, man? How you doing, Andrew? Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure,
Yes,
man.
it's
So
a
tell us
pleasure for
about
me,
yourself, bro. Let's
Oh,
introduce
man.
yourself.
I'm Felipe, bro. I'm Brazilian. I'm big horse.
Big horse.
I'm
man.
big horse. If you don't know, you don't know, man. Like
They
you
don't get it.
you have to know.
You're not a real
You're
music listener.
Yeah, you've been away from music for the past few years, man. If you don't know who Big Horse is, man, you've been out of it. You've been out of it. Yes, a musician, like
Yo, I
aspiring
know we said we're
musician.
gonna air this like later, but not like that much later.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, so like not like it's not like everybody's gonna know. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I see it. Just oh my god.
Bro, I see.
Oh,
I
I
see.
got it, I
bro.
got it.
So, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm
maybe like 50%.
okay. Yeah. No, at least half of the worth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
50%.
Yeah, 50%.
yeah, of the population.
Population.
Yeah, 4 billion. Okay. So
Yeah.
man, so yeah, man, like, well, we've been talking a lot about like our decision, what we want to do for your future. For reference, Felipe and I
Yeah.
are both at UAuto right now doing computer science together.
Yes.
But we've been like really talking about like our love for development and building.
Oh yes.
And I mean, well, I'll speak for myself first. Like I found that like I really love building and I really love creating, and I want to devote myself more to that time. Though, don't really know what the best path is.
Mhm.
Whereas you,
Like I found what I want to do.
yeah,
Yes. Like for me, it took me a long time to realize what I really want to do, because I feel like I'm also a creator, a builder, and there's many ways to express that, you know? Like so for me, like music was the way I found it. I was just like coding, like I love coding, but I feel like it's more of a hobby for me because I was doing it in a school setting, and I feel like I was forced to do it. I didn't really enjoy as much as I was enjoying it when I was doing it for myself. Instead of music, when I do it for like, let's say others, I enjoy it a lot still. I still enjoy it a lot. So I feel like that's going to be the best way for me to create and generate value with my time.
So this is something that we haven't really discussed, and I think it's because I was saving it for a conversation. like
Okay,
this.
man. Okay.
What is like your extent of your vision for music? Like, have you thought really in depth on how you really want your career to play out? Obviously, it's
Yes.
subject to change. All right, let's hear it, man.
Oh yes, I've been thinking a lot about it, man. I've been studying the music industry, from like afar still, but I want my career to play in a way of like I become a music producer and produce other artists, and then I could have like a monopoly on music,
Mhm.
even, you know.
Yeah.
When I think about it, I think about like Kanye West or maybe Timberlake, but not Timberlake, not as much. But when you see, like, for me, what I take the most joy doing is just making music, even with other people and producing people, and I feel like that's the best way to also create value, like in a greater scale, you know, instead of just focusing on my career, focusing on other people's careers too. I feel like that's gonna be pretty big. There's a lot of money on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like that's. I feel like it's crazy how the more that we have abundance and the more technological advancements we make, the more people kind of discredit like creative work that humans do.
Yeah.
But I actually see it being the
The opposite.
Yeah. Like as we have more automation, free up free up more opportunities for people to create, but also I think it enables us to create a lot more effectively and enables a lot of people to create effectively, which is not like a hot take.
Like we were talking about this, right? Like AI is not here to replace us creatively, but like help us to excel on creative aspects.
Which is, I think, what a lot of people get wrong when they think about the development, because they have like this huge doomer scenario. But in reality, like as long as humans exist, there's gonna be human things that people want to see. Right?
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Like if someone has fire music, and I think like, oh, that's great, I'm gonna want to listen to it. Just like I've made this analogy before. Like nobody watches like expert chess players play or expert chess robots.
Play chess against each other. Yeah, exactly.
That's
not fun at all.
There's no risk.
Yeah,
there's
so
no
like
stakes.
there is the Formula One for robots, where just robots racing each other, and nobody watches that.
But
because
the stake there is for like, oh wait, well is it more about the design than the?
No, it's about like the best algorithm. So the best racing algorithm wins.
Tech company HR departments are watching those.
Yeah.
So true.
Not even, bro. Not even.
they knew they knew they should, but like they can't stay disciplined enough to sit through it.
They just look at like the Excel sheet afterwards. Like
Yeah, they're like, who won, bro? Like,
They're like, they throw it to whoever like did like has like the worst I don't know, like hit rate in their department that month. They're like, oh fuck, I have to go to the F1 race and sit through it and see the engineers and shit.
So I want to know, like, I'm not really in the I haven't really got a lot of knowledge in the music industry. I was wondering, like, how do you think, like, what do you think it takes for an artist to truly like break in and become like viral, or if that is even the desirable trait to have as a musician?
Well, I feel like is about like getting attention, right? Like, I feel like Cardi B said it pretty well. Like when she said, "They do anything for clout, bro." Yeah, right.
That was Offset.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, man. That's true. Fuck.
I was trying to be a dick. I don't know.
Yeah, bro.
That was just visceral, bro.
No, that was my fault. My bad. But it was both of them, bro. Like, the song is
yeah.
both of them.
But
I'm saying Offset was the one who said the line.
Oh, okay.
do anything
I didn't
for
know.
clout.
I just heard a song, and I was like,
Okay.
Cardi B was saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
no
okay. It's okay. It's not a bad thing to say you
Yeah.
don't listen to Cardi B, but.
Thanks,
But like,
Say a little bit. You won't fuck with me.
if you wanted to,
These
these
expensive.
expensive. These some red bottoms. These some bloody shoes. Anyways,
I don't dance.
I make,
make
money
money.
moves, but like, so like, do you think it's more important for an artist to get? Well, I mean, ideally, obviously, you would want consistent hype and consistent like viewership, like diehard fans and exponential growth. But when you're breaking into the industry, are you more focused on generating hype or generating a consistent following? Because if you look like devout fans,
I said it like that just to be funny, but
Oh, no, I know,
it's
I know,
more
I know.
about like entertainment. It's an entertainment industry. As long as you're entertaining people, that's the best case, you know. Like you want to entertain as much people as possible. It depends. Not everybody wants to entertain as much people as possible, but if you want to be big, you want to entertain as much people as possible, right? When I mean by cloud is I mean by entertainment.
of course.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, I respect that. Like, you know, artists remembering that it's entertainment industry.
Yeah.
We're here to entertain. And that
Drake
word,
for that.
that was that.
I just love Drake for that.
Yeah.
He's
There
an
you go.
entertainer through and through.
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Though, you know, when you love music, hearing the word entertainment is a little bit tough.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're washing over what I love from like a soulful standpoint. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's you're commercializing my soul, which is like.
You're
Nah.
commercializing my art. Like
It's not which doesn't feel right always.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the entertainment industry. That's what we're dealing with here.
It is exactly.
And can I just say we always talk about the lateral switch, you know, like the software engineer to data science jump. You know what I'm saying? The private equity, so like the investment banker to private equity jump. Right?
Yeah.
We're gonna start seeing more the software engineer to musician jump. Because the thing is, we all know that computer science majors all deep down just want to be musicians.
Yeah.
That's why they all
It's true.
they all are like, oh, I need to learn piano. Like, that's not a generalization. You guys know it.
It's
You
true,
know,
man.
so-
All of you.
So, do you know tell me one computer science person you met who if you ask them, do you want to know how to play piano? They would be like, yeah, I wish I just have more time to learn how to play piano.
Oh,
I
yes.
swear that's like I say that like maybe once a week.
Yeah. and what's your major?
Yeah,
You're computer
exactly,
science,
man,
bro.
exactly.
They all want to learn piano, right? So we're gonna start seeing that jump more and more.
I feel like there was a research about. I'm taking this out of my ass, but like,
We'll validate. Don't worry.
yeah,
Source.
Yeah.
I made it up, bro.
exactly, bro, exactly. But
Filipe University.
Philip University, bro, like this most special one, music
Yeah.
and computer science, all right. But yeah, I feel like I heard that musicians and like tech people or like math oriented people, they use the same parts of the brain, because math is like and music is math technically.
That is sourced. I mean, it's sourced by the piano lessons industry, so I don't know.
yeah.
But it might have just been a myth they made up a long time ago to convince
Exactly.
parents to send their
Yeah.
children to piano lessons.
Yeah, you'd be good
But
math.
because they tell you that that's the thing, right? Like, yo, when your parents send you to piano lessons as a child because they want you to be good at school, but then you end up deciding to become a musician instead. Yo, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, hold on, man,
This is
hold on.
this is not what we signed up for. I'm like, what? What are you trying to accomplish?
Thought you
The
wanted me
clickbait,
to be
bro,
a good
the
piano.
clickbait.
No, I wanted you to be the next Terrence Tao. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Dumb kid.
It's a clickbait, bro.
It's
Bro,
actually
gave me a
where
scare. If I
depression
ever see that with
stems
my
from.
kid, bro, I'm gonna be like,
Yo, you think that's why? You think that's why all like? You think that's why there's a stereotype of like snobby rich kids being really depressed because they put them through all these tennis things just to be like, wow, you're not good at like titration. What the fuck? Why did I put you in badminton then?
No,
I don't think that's why snobby rich kids
Yeah.
are depressed.
it should
They're
be,
probably
though.
depressed because of drugs.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good point. Man. That's a
Yeah,
good
sorry, I
point.
forgot about that. Forgot about good old Fenty.
And of course, yeah, then they mend it with painkillers, which means they get more addicted to drugs.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Purdue. Shout out Sackler family.
So when you well, what I was referencing earlier is like you look at like devout fans, like of course you want to be entertaining, like.
Oh yeah, so yes.
But what kind of like entertainment do you actually want to be? Because like
Mm-hmm.
I think what I've observed lately is that really big creators who generate a lot of hype, like I observe them, or maybe not hype is the right word, but I'd say like a lot of big creators I've seen lately in the like new industry amongst TikTok and everything, they become more all around entertainers.
Yeah.
Like musicians, you see them do like
Doing TikToks and
TikToks,
YouTube
acting,
videos. Yes,
YouTube.
yes.
And
I've-
it's become like the standard.
I feel like it's all related though. Like I
Oh,
feel like
absolutely.
that should have been the standard. Always, and I feel like it has been, right? Like I feel like Michael Jackson is a great example of that. Like he's like just a character by itself.
Elvis Presley, same thing.
Yeah, same
music
thing,
to
man.
movies, back to music.
Exactly.
So is that in your plan?
Well, I don't want to like. I'm not really an actor, but like I feel like I'm a character myself. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yes,
Big
like,
horse.
big
Yeah,
horse, bro.
Caballo
Big horse,
grande.
Caballo Grande.
Yeah, we'll see you in some YouTube videos and stuff as well.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, what was that you just said there?
Caballo Grande.
Caballo Grande?
That's a big horse in Spanish.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Caballo Grande.
Caballo Grande.
You want to have that international reach, huh? You
Exactly,
Bad Bunny
man.
playbook.
Yeah.
The second most popular artist doesn't even speak English.
Bro, the Brazilians go crazy, man.
Yeah, but Brazilians
we're
go
aware.
crazy,
I
bro.
can't wait till we hear Cavallo Grande in Carnaval when we go, bro.
Bro, that's gonna be hype, bro.
Bro,
That's
man.
gonna be hype.
Like, actually, the more I learn about this world, bro, I just think, like, damn, like, there's so many parties that I'm just not invited to.
Bro, I was seeing this, bro. Like I was seeing Brazilian Carnival, man. I never been to it as an adult. Like I've been to it as a
Yeah,
kid. Man, bro, like it's millions of people in the street,
Yeah.
and just like this famous artist just on the street too with you, man. It's insane. It's insane, bro. It's insane.
It sounds amazing, bro. Like, I watch Rio. I've been watching a lot of my childhood movies lately.
Uh-huh.
It's been hitting me like a Mack truck, bro.
They're all music based.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. It's
All
true.
the childhood movies are always music based,
Yeah, they all like I forgot the name of the.
except for Cars, because Cars was incredible in itself.
Oh, Cars. I
They
just
didn't
watched
need
Cars.
music, but-
I actually just watched it the other day, bro.
Did?
Dude, it
The
hits
most
so
inspiring.
It hits.
movie.
It hits
different.
different,
It was
bro.
actually so
Yeah.
inspiring.
If you
bro.
watch Cars as a kid, you'll actually be an entrepreneur. I swear.
No, bro. I didn't even think about like how real it was, bro. Cause like it comes from like this big egotistical hotshot rookie
Yeah.
who like gets so humbled, but he still makes it big for his gang. Back
Because
at
he
home.
humbled. He humbled
Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
When he got humbled, he was like, "Wow,
Yeah.
like I need to grind, bro." And this guy, oh, bro, and it's just so noble, bro. I always love when they like have main characters that are incredibly flawed.
Oh yeah, so because it's a real life, man. Real
Yeah,
life
man.
is flawed.
You see like a lot of these people that get so like idolized that they could not do wrong. Like even look at Sam Altman, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't know the details, bro.
Yeah.
But like Like you think like he must be a saint if he gets that much clout and loyalty, but then I realized that like
Nah, bro.
yeah, you
Nah,
hear,
nah, right.
you hear like what they actually talk about it and like the reason why the board actually fired him. These are like astute people. There's no way
Yeah.
they would actually fire him out of like randomness. Like it's probably.
Well, I mean, they paid the ultimate price. They had to resign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
true. They took the risk, but like that's not something that they would like.
Do
Then likely,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So, and what like they talked about him not being candid, which basically means he was just lying to the board all the time about like how he was making his business deals.
Yeah.
Which is crazy and so capitalistic of him, so I love it. But
Yeah.
but like they don't show you that, like even I thought he was like such a like a I don't know, like an angel, bro.
But the thing is, these people, they have big PR teams working privately for themselves just to have a good image. Yeah.
Really, you think
Yes.
Sam has that?
I know that, bro.
Yeah.
Like
But
I don't know it 100%, but
But it just doesn't even make any sense to not.
exactly,
Yeah.
man. Exactly.
So PR teams are employed by family offices a lot of time to protect the
Exactly.
image of the family,
Mm.
as much as
Exactly.
they're employed by companies to
Yeah.
protect the image of the company.
Damn, bro, I love learning about like new business models. That shit's crazy.
Why do you think like Bill Gates has such a good rap now, man? Like in the 90s, he was one of the worst. Like
Yeah, that's lore, bro. Turns
Yeah.
out Bill Gates actually was like hated in the same way that like billionaires are hated today.
yes.
And then they learned.
Yeah,
And
they
then-
learned to
He's
have
still a
PR
billionaire,
teams.
though. Like he's
He,
not.
he is.
No, he's
no.
not. What do you mean? No.
Yeah.
No, billionaire. No, Bill Gates gave whales money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red dot, like what?
No, I love Bill Gates, bro. I never said anything
Oh my
bad
God,
about
like-
him. Never.
I love all the farmland he's buying.
I don't want them
Yeah,
to turn
bro.
on the chip in my vaccine, bro. It's rushing through my bloodstream right now.
Oh my god.
The residue.
Bill Gates pays all his taxes through the Melinda Gates Foundation. Sorry, I just had a burp.
Yeah.
So like,
Apparently, his daughter broke up with that guy.
Which guy?
You guys know about this? Like
No,
how
no.
this was like a big deal before.
this was a big deal.
I did-
This is like funny, yeah. Cause
Is she bad?
I think I saw it. She's kind of bad, bro. I think,
I don't even know, but it was a meme on Instagram because like the guy she was dating. I mean, I don't want to say it myself, like why it was a meme, but
You're just making it worse for yourself. the
Yeah,
more you-
I mean,
you gotta say it now.
okay.
You gotta say it.
yo, the guy she was dating was like POC. So people were like, "Oh, look at this guy! Like,
Now
yo,
she
he
takes
needs
it out of their
he needs to
bio.
keep
Nah.
he needs to keep her like this guy like I don't know, like he found his ticket
Yeah,
out,
he
like
says-
you know, like
She had BLM in her bio, and now she had to take.
this
it out.
was not me, by the way. This was the comments. Personally, I didn't see that. I think love is love.
Yeah, bro.
But
Yeah.
but
Bro, imagine PR treating your daughter to only go
But-
for
but basically,
Pisces. That's
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy. Bro.
that's crazy. That's actually
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy PR move.
Yo,
I might
me
invest
and
in
the
that,
PR
bro.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy PR company.
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not just about you.
Make
It's
sure my
about
kids only date.
Yeah, bro,
like,
my kids-
people from this region.
Yeah.
you know how parents are like, yo, don't let your kids date. Like you can't date till you're 16, whatever. I'm be like, nah, you're dating that person. Yeah,
Bro, that's
PR
crazy
team.
for like cigarette companies, bro. If I'm a billionaire cigarette company, like my son would be dating a Taiwan, like someone from like Thailand or Indonesia, bro.
Your
That'd be
your
huge
no,
market
your son would be dating Greta Thunberg. No, she doesn't care
Yeah,
about
she-
that. If I was like a big polluting company though,
Big oil, bro. Did you see the graphic they made from
Yo,
Greta
hold on.
Thunberg where she was like getting hit from the back?
what?
What?
You don't see that?
What are you
Oil company
talking
In
about?
Alberta, like it made a graphic, and it was like some woman, but it just said Greta on like the butt cheek of the graphic.
Yo, okay,
And
I
there's someone hitting
remember.
it from the back.
I know Greta
And at the
Thunberg
time,
as like
she
a
was, like-
12-year-old. So like,
That's what I said.
Yeah,
At the
that's
time, she was,
fucked
like,
up.
18.
That's fucked
At the
up.
time, she had just turned like 18, so it was like a little weird. Also, she's like sexualizing. Greta
I still,
Thunberg is
yo,
the
I
weirdest
still
thing,
like
bro.
Greta Thunberg in my mind will always be like a 12-year-old. So I don't know.
Yeah,
But
bro.
I do remember somebody was Greta
Yeah, you know
Thunberg
she's
for.
like 21.
She is.
No, she's like a little bit older than us, but not
Yeah,
21.
She's a little bit older than us.
A little bit older.
I
is,
think she's like 20.
21 is like
21 is
older
like
than
1
us,
year
bro.
older than us.
I know, but
Bro,
like,
we're
I
almost
think-
20.
Yeah,
bro.
it's
She's,
true, bro.
Like, actually gonna turn
Damn,
20.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
true.
Yo,
that's true.
somebody from Waterloo
true.
was a Greta Thunberg for Halloween, and I really love that costume.
How does that look like?
What's that?
He was-
Oh, I know what you're
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know.
School student for Clementet.
Was
They have a
yeah.
slide, bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So yeah, there was a girl like from University of Waterloo
Nice,
who was
yeah.
Greta Thunberg for Halloween, and I was like, that's actually a great costume.
that is
Um,
actually, man.
Yo, the other thing, but imagine having her over for dinner, like that's your son's girl, right? And you're just like, you know, like top 10 polluter, like CEO. right?
You're paying her
You're,
today.
you're like the CEO of like, I don't know, like Oil Refineries America or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like,
what do you do for work? Oh, you know, like I
Um,
just clean liquid. Like,
yeah.
I just like cleaning things. You know, I'm a green kind of guy. I love dinosaurs. You know, I'm an
Yeah,
archaeologist. I
exa-
really
yeah.
am. I love digging up dinosaur bones.
I love it.
Oh,
I
no,
love
no.
doing that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, bro. So
But yeah, like you know, green energy, like yeah, sustainable energy. Like we're actually pretty similar to that.
yeah,
like-
yeah,
like,
Yeah,
we're-
yeah,
we're-
exactly. It's
we're like-
energy.
We're like the same. We're
It's same
like
thing. Same thing.
Different, same coin, different side. you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. The coin was made out of oil, though. So was all the things that made the thing to make it out of oil.
Bro, that guy was looking at this room a little bit
Yeah,
too
bro.
sexually.
Some Best
like,
Buy
what's good?
Yo, yo,
Bro, he was looking for
Like-
some. Yeah, he was looking for the light skinned girl over there.
yo.
So am I. Yo,
This guy's blocking her. I can't see her.
but anyways, so okay. Well, I thought you guys were gonna like go crazy about the music. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
No,
wait,
no,
wait,
let's
wait,
go
wait.
crazy about the
Because
music.
I know you're
I know.
waiting for me to ask the
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
but I was just
Really
like,
put it in,
Yeah, yeah, you were really trying, bro.
I still act my normal self, bro. I'm still here, like, nah, I'm not gonna say nothing though. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
ain't.
You were
but I'm
chilling.
trying
We're
to be
chilling.
right now,
Oh,
that's what
been-
I'm saying. I
it's-
want you to
Oh, it's been 5 hours. Nah, we're still warming
We're
up.
still talking. No,
We're
no,
still
no,
warming
We
up,
just
bro.
started. We
Yeah.
just started.
Bro, me and business, dude. The thing is, I actually need the day to like prolong itself because like when people do business meetings with me, like they best book out their calendar for like 3 days, bro. Like it's you know how they're like, oh yeah, we need to like small talk for the first 10 minutes
Yeah.
to like set the scene. Like nah, like pull up for like 48 hours We're gonna-
Before the meeting, bro.
before the meeting. We're gonna like talk shit, and only then can we get down to business. You know, like I can't. It's like Friday. They got their family like going away for the holidays or whatever. They're like, okay, yeah, so like, can we get to the papers? Like, and I'm just like, yo, like, how's your day? Like, yeah, oh, did you see that? Like, they're like, yeah, that's great, but like, okay, yeah, so here's the. I'm like, the reports, like, what?
What are you talking
No,
about?
motive has to
We
be
just
like that
started.
though. Like when we actually do motive pods, like we bring them out, we have them chill, we bring them to the
bro.
motive party, then we get them onto the.
It's
pod.
not
Bro,
an
you
8-hour
should get, like, a
podcast because it's
whole
just
real
that
estate
good.
for it.
a what,
A whole real estate just to
bro?
like,
What's that?
It's already in the way. It's
the
already
real
in the
estate,
way,
just
bro.
real estate for motive podcast,
Oh.
bro.
Real estate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we want to buy up the houses that we're gonna
Exactly,
buy.
Houses,
exactly, yeah.
venues, like cities.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Motive Planet is on
No.
the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
You don't know our
Motive
plans
planet.
for
No,
Motive
no. I know
Guys,
the plans.
but I
know the
swear-
plans.
Oh, you know.
I
Oh,
know,
yeah,
I know,
okay,
I know the
blueprints,
plans.
bro, just like
Yeah, yeah. I seen that. I seen them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bro, that's why like we gotta live forever.
Yo, so
bro.
what was your first what was like your kind of first inclination to want to step into the music game?
Well, I don't know, man. That's a good question. Like, well,
Good.
uh,
my job.
yeah. I mean,
My
of
fault.
course, like if you had bad questions, bro, like it would be kind of bad for you. Huh?
Nah, it don't matter, bro.
What
But
happened? I don't even know what a bad question is.
yeah, of
You know,
course,
that's
of
what
course.
that's what Mr. Simpson taught me.
Yes.
I actually told my mom like that's a stupid question. My mom's a math teacher, right? So I told her
Uh-huh.
like, oh, I was complaining to her about like something on math class because I'm like,
Uh-huh.
this guy said this. That was such a stupid question. She's like, no, there's no such thing as a bad question. I'm like, nah, that was a stupid question.
They teach you. That's actually the only thing they teach you in teachers college.
The yeah.
Yeah. Bro, we should actually like go to Ontario Teachers College with motive just to like roast it and be like, yeah, this is so easy. Like, yo, guys, I just got my teaching degree,
Dude, speed run any percent a degree, bro.
bro.
That'd
Teachers
be
College,
crazy.
yo, no hate. Let's
Yeah.
just for the memes though. Yo, Teachers College is gotta be the most fake degree. No, okay.
You actually get a
Bruh.
degree from that?
Yeah. But it's
What
not
is
like
this,
a
teaching
undergrad.
degree?
It's a like a college degree.
Post grad.
But like, why do you? There's no way so many people has gotten teacher college degrees because what the high school that we went to, let's just say they weren't PR trained.
They are not PR
No, but
trained,
she
though.
but
Like
she got a teacher's but she went to teachers college a long time ago when it was like
So
okay.
it's
to-
okay to make jokes like that.
Yeah, jokes
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know.
Jokes
She
about
went
the-
she went during World War II. Yeah, it was the thing back then. Yeah.
Oh, crazy, bro. Oh, my
Bro,
God. Anyways, bro.
back to the question, right?
Yeah.
Yo, it's good that she got kicked out because imagine her now, bro. Oh my god, bro, she'd be going off.
Bro, I need her on the pod, man.
Yo, imagine her now though. Like she'd have all the freaking capability to just go off.
Bro, what would she even say though? I feel like she would just talk about her son.
No, but she would play into it. If she had some students in her
The
class
thing
or
is,
who
we
were
could
trying
be
to
talking
protest,
about
bro.
multiple teachers as well at the same time. Like, we probably have like I have a floating like different set of them in my mind.
Oh yeah, okay, my fault.
Yeah. Like there's like no, I know the
There's
one you're
just
talking
there's just
about.
that many of them that are like
Exactly.
controversial and
Yeah,
say like
yeah. Like
racist, sexist stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, you good, brother? You good?
Bro, imagine Mr. Gagne. The last thing you would expect is walking into a school full of like teachers who are.
Bro, wasn't
Just
there
awful,
a teacher in your school that
Yes.
assaulted?
Yes. No matter what you say, yes. We've
Okay.
had them all.
Okay, I'm not even gonna say no more then.
No. It's all good. That's
Yeah,
what it's good school.
yeah. Like
Bro,
it's
it's
better
such
to
a
keep it low
rumor.
key. Better to keep it low
You
key.
know, they like banned the Palestinian flag from showing up, or Mr.
Where?
Gagne did.
Like
Yeah, I saw
in your
that.
school. I mean,
saw
your
that,
school is
yeah,
a
yeah.
Jew school, man.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm being blunt about it, bro.
That's
It's
true,
true,
bro.
yeah.
But
Nah,
it's just
bro.
crazy
You
that
gotta
like,
assert that power,
but it's
bro.
also like
You ain't
there's a lot of
disappointed,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Arabs though as well. Like
There is.
there's a lot of
Yeah, but their parents don't know how to send emails in English, so they don't have no.
They have no say.
They have no say, bro.
yeah. That's how democracy works, bro. You gotta speak English
Gotta-
for it to work, bro. That's yeah.
Bro, if I was a person, I'd just be like, sorry, I don't. Like, before I get to your email, to the content of your email, I see this grammar
That's the
mistake here.
craziest statement I've heard.
So, like, yeah, sorry, I don't know. I don't.
This guy said they don't know how to send the emails in English, bro. It's fucked.
Look, my parents are immigrants. I get it. Like,
Yo, that's crazy, bro. You think that's like the issue? Like everyone's just being oppressed. They just don't speak English. Bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Fuck, that's
Yeah.
terrible, man.
bro. There's actually
it's
a
alright,
thing,
bro.
bro. Like music related, but there is a
no music content, please. No.
Yeah.
That's not allowed.
For
I know you're an artist and stuff, but like,
No, not music here. No, we don't talk about music in this podcast.
What are we?
only if you don't do. We can't talk about your discipline.
Oh, everything
Okay.
else.
Like, we
though.
have to. We
Okay.
can only speak
Keep
around
joking,
stuff.
keep
Okay,
joking.
okay, yeah, yeah.
We're joking. We're joking. Keep talking. Keep talking.
No, but music related, bro. Like in the US, they have the corridos, which is this type of song, which is really related to drill, but like for Spanish, Mexican gangs.
Yeah, yeah.
So the like in the US, they bust a lot of drill artists in New York and other states
They're
that
affiliated?
because they're affiliated with gangs, but they don't bust corridos because the people that are investigating the cases they don't speak Spanish. So they don't know.
they don't know
they
that
don't
they're
know
actually drill
rappers.
rappers.
yeah,
They
bro.
do the same. That's actually funny, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's actually the best mob way, like the way to get out of the mob, bro.
Yo, you always as an innovator, you always love like these little, little nuanced kind of
Yes,
things
Bro,
about like
that's
why
why
something
the
doesn't
cartels
work.
are so big, man. Oh my
Yes,
god. They crack
yes,
down on
yes.
all like the English speaking families, bro.
And it's a problem, bro, because a lot of artists just dying, bro, on the US. When they go to Mexico, they die like because of the opposite cartel wants to kill them. And it's a problem, bro.
But they
It's
can't
crazy.
stop them because
They can't stop because they don't know how to speak Spanish.
They didn't know anyone's
That's
dying.
wild.
They're like, oh shit.
Yeah, bro, they just see a guy die. Like, he's just Hispanic, bro. It's all good.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
chilling. We're chilling.
Yeah, they're like having a fist fight. Like that's how they play.
yeah, yeah,
They're
bro.
just having fun.
Are those guns? Ah, no, they're just toys. They're
Nerf
Nerf guns.
In America, the toys are guns anyway.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
I actually remember you, Filipe, back in the day when you used to go to the beach all the time.
Yeah, bro.
You would always be there with the speaker, like partying around with all these Brazilian gals.
Yeah, bro.
And you'd be going crazy.
Bro,
And
and I
you
had
would just
that
be into
girlfriend
it
back
like
in the
that.
day, bro.
Hmm?
Like I had that girlfriend back
That's
in
actually
the
how we
day.
met, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
no, it wasn't you. They were trying to party with you, but you were being loyal.
Yeah, no, I'm being chill, bro. I was
Yeah,
being
yeah.
chill. Yeah,
No, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
doing nothing.
No, he was, bro. This guy was just so happy, bro. I remember seeing him like, this guy's just having fun, bro. I was like,
Yeah, bro, you're just
wow.
having a good time.
Yeah, bro. Like it's all about good vibes, bro, and
Yeah.
chilling. like-
Britannia Beach, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Britannia Beach, bro. Those are good and bad days there. Bro.
probably. I've had more good days on that beach though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too, bro. Me too. I had a lot of like good stuff there.
Yo, so what type of music styles are you messing with more?
Well, bro, like I'll get back to your question then. That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
question. So like my dad, he is an artist. He's a music artist.
Really? That's far.
Yeah, he is not really his first job. Like he wanted to be a musician when he was a kid, but yeah, he wanted to be a musician when he was a kid, a teenager, and then an adult. But he never could make money because he's not really a business related person. You know, he doesn't really understand the music industry that well. But he was always making music, so I always had this like relationship with music. So I got into like playing the guitar through my dad, but I'm a creator, you know. I always wanted to make music, so I installed FL Studio, tried to make some songs there, and it didn't really work out that much. But then like in Brazil, bro, like when trap got into Brazil, this was 2018, 19, bro. Like when trap got into Brazil, like started to become more mainstream.
Right.
Like there was a lot of trap was like a joke, so like there was a lot of people mocking like anyone can do trap, anyone can do this. Like this is like
Yeah,
this is a joke.
Yeah, bro. People were hitting on mumble rap in the West Side, like
but look at it now.
in North America.
But
yeah.
look at it now, bro. Travis Luriati,
it's about
bro. Like they are the biggest.
So it's about
thing
2-year
now.
delay right here. Trap music really took off in 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
2015 it was still like more underground. 2016
Yeah.
was when like the classic. I don't know if you know about the XXL Freshman.
Of course, I
right?
know.
So,
I know. Yeah.
So that happened 2016, and ever since then, like
Yeah.
that's like
Oh, so
the
like
original class.
the original class, bro. Yeah.
Literally, but like that's the original XXL Freshman.
It's the biggest one, the better one.
Oh yeah,
the
it's
better
their
one.
most viewed video.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Your most viewed video from 2016. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on. It's the Menda.
Yeah.
I'm actually like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I love learning. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what the fuck you guys are talking about. Like, I know the XXL freshman class.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
like, I've never like actually watched them, other than when Jacob Torts Whitley showed me them in like the basement sleepovers and shit that we used to have. But anyways, continue.
Yeah.
Well, so like and like 2018, 2019, trap was becoming like more mainstream in Brazil, and I used to only listen to rock and old music, man, like back in the day, but that wasn't all the time that I started listening to more like contemporary music. Like I started listening to Travis, like Post Malone at the time, and I was like, bro, if anybody can do trap, I can do trap too. So like
mentality.
yeah, bro. So I started like making beats and shit. But like that went for years. It was only until like 2020, bro, like that I decided to record myself, because before I was just like a beat maker, and I was always trying to like sell my beats, but I never could. So I just decided to record myself on my beats, and like but then I got a girlfriend, bro, and then like my
I'm like, how's that even related? Like,
I was on track to making like $1 billion. I found my wife.
Now
I work at the
at
government
Tech
Canada.
Crunch conference, like, yeah, so we raised like 100 million in funding, you know what I'm saying? Like $2 billion valuation, right? IPO bound 2 years from now. And then they're like, oh, what happened? Like, did the market shift? Like, did some new disrupting technology come out? Bro, like, did your board fire you as CEO? You're like, yeah, and then I found my beautiful wife.
No. She's
gave
not
up
my
everything.
beautiful wife, bro. She's in the past, but like that became like my main priority at the time, bro. Like for like a couple years, bro. So it
Sorry,
wasn't.
I said a couple weeks, my fault.
Nah. For a couple years, so I, like
okay,
I kind of like I still made beats, but I wasn't really recording myself no more.
Okay.
And like
So basically, what you already had been doing, which had become like routine, you were still able, but because of but you weren't able to like implement anything new.
Exactly. Like I wasn't really able to like create a big horse character, you know, because as we're talking about, it is entertainment industry, and I was like, before I started dating this girl, like I was creating the big horse character. Okay, like I was posting consistently on Instagram, and I was like making music, and I was trying to make music like every week or so like record myself, try new genres, like explore a lot. I was really like in a, let's say, a flow state for exploring.
Right.
Yes, but then like you know, when bro pussy got me distracted, bro. Like,
yeah. You found the real meaning of life.
Yeah. Bro. But like I always wanted to come back at it, but I never really did until we broke up. And like,
about to cry right
nah, bro. I'm so happy right now, bro. Like, I've been the happiest I've ever been. Like I'm just in a state of like self-acceptance and love, man.
We're gonna clip that and have our friends send it to her.
Spam the bots.
But yeah. Okay. So what is your what would you say your state is right now?
Well, right now, man. Like right now.
Like, how are you feeling in general? Just
Right.
like before.
Yeah.
What you're doing. How are you feeling?
Like so I started again, like just releasing music again and making music again. And
you need girls just wanna.
in the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Girls just wanna,
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I know what
But
you've been doing.
I
No
was
Spotify Premium, but I know what you've been doing.
yes, sir, bro. Oh. My guy.
Yo, see, I don't get like this.
I'm listening to those ads just to hear you, bro.
This is crazy. Like everyone around me is so good at memorizing. You especially, bro. You always like can memorize songs really well, and
Yeah.
I actually can never. Like,
No,
it's
no,
really hard
but
me,
for
bro.
example, Unigirls, bro, I made it like memorizable.
Yeah, there's like 3 words.
No.
yeah. Yeah, bro. Like,
No, but like even Dushan's song, like it's been so hard for me to memorize all the lyrics. And I've listened to, like,
it's
thousands of
because
times.
when you were like doing math or whatever, I was like memorizing.
Ah.
Like when I was in my formative years, I had to memorize songs because like that's like what I did to like fit in.
Oh.
So like
okay, bro.
like I had to know the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I was thinking like you guys are just better.
Because I know you're like, oh yeah, like I went to like the Jacob sleepovers, but like he was like my only friend, right? So
Oh.
he was like my only access to social life. So like it was a bit different for me. You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Oh my gosh, bro. You did that actually to a lot of people, bro. He signed them on, like Julian, me.
Yeah, yeah.
Me too,
He
bro.
signed them, bro. He signed them to the friend group.
Yeah.
bro.
That's, he actually ran.
Yeah, bro. It's like so hard for me to like memorize songs, bro. Like
Really?
so hard. Like there's so many songs that I know, but like I can never sing them.
For me, bro, like I listen less to the words and more to like the sounds. Though I feel that another study that I'm pulling out of my ass is that there's 2 type of people that listen to music, and people that listen to the words and they wanna get like the meaning out of the words, and people that listen more to the like how it sounds and
How it makes them feel.
Yeah, exactly.
The vibe.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
What meaning versus like vibes?
Yeah, you can put it like that, but
Bro, there's some because the thing is, the way that we grew up listening to music here is that we would just listen to how it made us feel
yeah,
and whether it took out a reaction, like an emotional reaction out of us, right?
yeah,
Whereas our parents would listen to what they said,
yeah,
and it's like, bro, these songs had nothing relatable to us in terms of what they said. Like they're talking about killing and doing drugs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like, what? Like that's not relatable at all to us.
no,
but they were hype. You know what I'm saying? They were
Yeah,
club songs.
depending on the song, I
They made
You-
you feel. They made you feel like a boss, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, it's so true, bro. Like when I listen to rap, actually, it's mostly for that. It's mostly to like
to feel like a boss, yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
you just hear like the drill beat, bro. That's the best part of it. It's
Oh
like
yeah, you just start. Oh shit.
Like, oh fuck, bro. Like,
Yeah.
But like, there's some songs like the songs I really love though. They're actually no, it's different because there's some songs where I love the acoustics of it and it makes me feel how it amplifies whatever feeling I'm having in the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
But there are some songs where it's like its own thing of itself. Like I would argue like which is what I think the beauty of songs or really great written songs are songs that people can take. They try to relate it to their own life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like look at like
Yeah.
You see this a lot. You see
Yeah.
this a lot.
Exactly.
I feel like Taylor Swift is a
yeah, bro.
Everybody, any popular artist.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say like Love Story, bro. Like that's like a classic one,
Yeah.
or like anything about love, like somebody I used to know,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like everyone will just think, oh my god,
Perfect.
this is like just how my
But-
relationship ended.
Yo,
with
but the
Yeah,
funniest
bro.
part is when the public all interpret the song in a way that is not the reason that the artist wrote like that. Like Megan Trainor. My name is no. My number is no. You need to let it go. You need to let it go. Nah to the ah to the no.
Mhm.
This is a super popular song in like 2018, I think. And every chick is like, nah, like you can't get shit from me, dog. But it's not like when she wrote it, she wasn't even thinking about like a man or a boyfriend or any guy
Oh.
who was in her DMs.
Interesting.
The story is that the label executive told her like you need a single on your album, like you need another song that's like actually gonna be like a main track, like you don't have it. And she was like, nah, like I'm good, like my
I
album's
have
ready
it,
to go,
yeah.
like just let me release it. And he's like, nah, you need a song. And she was literally just directing it at him, like it's not romantic at all. Right? But then everybody who's listening to the track, like,
But
bro,
everyone's like,
how is
oh,
that even
yeah,
relatable to them?
I'm
Like
a bad bitch. You can't get me.
exactly, like how's anybody gonna relate to that story? Like it was
So real.
It's the most unrelatable
That's
story
so
ever,
fire, though.
right?
No, but that's even I think that's very interesting about art is that people think that art has to be something that's related to what the artist wanted to put in the message, but art is more about like the person that's interacting with the art and how it's making them feel.
Do you think so? This is an interesting debate.
Yeah, it is an interesting debate, and it's a debate that's been like going for a couple 100 years.
Because
say-
commercially, of course,
Yeah.
we don't give a shit how you interpret the song. If
yeah,
you listen to it, you listen
exactly,
to it.
yeah.
No, that's commercially though.
But I think that's the point.
No,
Like,
but I feel like there are artists that make something that to be interpreted in a certain way, but I feel like the best, my opinion, the best art is just art, and like people interpret the way that make them feel about it, and that's why I like contemporary art. A lot of people hate it because it doesn't mean anything for them, But like I love contemporary art is because it doesn't really focus on the artist and the message that the artist wants to portray. It's more about how you have a relationship with the art. How does that make you feel? That's why like when you see like a video of like a girl just like you go to a museum, you see a video of just a girl like smoking or whatever, like people get mad at it like for 20 minutes and I look at it, I'm like, damn bro, like that's crazy.
No,
because
I
it
actually
makes
enjoy
me
sitting
feel
down.
something, you know?
I enjoy sitting down and watching those videos. Like there's one I recently went to the National Art Gallery, or sorry, no, not the like the Royal Ontario Museum. And they had this huge display about like death, and that was really interesting for me, for one, because like I have a really weird relationship with death. I'm terrified of it. But also like it had like a lot of like they're really shining the light on a lot of things that I was thinking about, and it was pretty contemporary in how they displayed it, where they had this one loop of a bunch of videos of like just like, you know, like plants growing and dying, and like a forest growing and dying, going through winter. Like they had all that imagery. Which I think people usually think when they think contemporary art, like a fucking banana peel.
Exactly.
And that's where they get the little rage. But it's the same thing as like pineapple.
I can do that too.
Exactly. But it's the same thing as like why people hate like pineapple on pizza. You know, they just think it's like funny to shit on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, but like actual art and having it being consumed in a bunch of different ways. Like, of course, an artist can have a way that they want to interpret it, but I think this is also something that I learned when we like went to the Montreal trip. Like sure, you can have a vision for how it's gonna play out, but like it's gonna
once you put it out, you don't know.
It's not how it is.
Yeah.
You know, people will interpret however you played it. You can only guide them along the river.
Exactly.
And you know, like even when an artist says like they have a certain meaning of it, like for example, look at like J.K. Rowling and like how like Harry Potter was written, she added like a bunch of new caveats, like Dumbledore was gay and Hermione Granger was actually trans and black. You know, like obviously that sounds absurd, but like
is that real?
It's real.
It is real. Okay, maybe not. They didn't say that,
bro.
but like I'm not. It's not hating on that she says that. It's just that like people will interpret it however way they feel. Maybe
I'm gonna interpret Hermione Granger as a woman.
Yeah.
My fault. I don't mean to be too
that.
creative with like I don't mean to like really, you know, kind of, how do I say this, like ruin your artwork. Yeah, like I don't mean to ruin your kind of image of it, but like personally, like when I watched it, like the way that it really connected to me was like she's a woman, right?
Yeah.
So I don't. I'm sorry if that really like shatters.
It was more in the film when we actually saw Emma. She was.
Yeah, Emma, of course.
She was
Yeah.
my wife, bro. When I grew up, man. It's crazy because I watched her grow up in real time too. Like,
Yeah, bro.
So like when it got to like maybe like the fifth movie, I'm like, oh, she's my age. And then like I kept watching, like, wait, how is she 25 now? I thought I was gonna marry her, bro. But it like it's. Is
that because you watched the movies like in delay?
Yeah.
Bro,
no, I watched them in order. Like
no, but I mean like, did you watch them as they came out?
Yeah.
Did you watch them as they came out?
No. Okay, the Deathly Hallows. No, but
but she's older. She's younger in the movie than she's in real life.
Yeah, because I thought like because I was a kid, I didn't know when actually the movies were released. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this was old. This is way older. She must have recorded this like maybe in 2004 when I was born. Like, I don't know, maybe she recorded that. Maybe she's living it up. And then as you continue to grow, it's like, oh wait, why she's growing up really fast? Hold on. And then when I probably watched all the movies until like the Half-Blood Prince came out, and then suddenly she's 18. So I'm like, damn, like, wow, I thought this was gonna be my wifey, bro.
Bro, that's happened to me in like so many like different kind of ways in terms of like time getting warped.
Yeah.
Watching different movies and TV shows, like there's times when I'm like, oh my god, like that's my wife, and then turns out the movie's like 20 years old and the chick is like 40 now.
Bro.
Yo,
She can still be your wife.
What's that?
She can still be your wife.
Well,
I don't know
suppose.
if that's like a.
Back then I was like 15, so like then it was like.
It depends which country you're
It
in.
depends what you.
In Brazil, it's allowed. In Russia too, I think so. Yeah.
In Japan, it's a little more better.
It's allowed. It's allowed there, bro.
Is it
Like
13,
you can do
bro?
it. It's consent, right? You give the consent.
Yeah, it's
13.
consent. Right. This guy just said you gave consent. Like, yeah,
Dude, if you're in Japan and you marry a girl who's 13 and then you move to the UK, is that like?
I don't know, bro. I actually don't know.
What are you doing?
I actually don't know.
It's like, well, I got married in Japan. What are they gonna do to make you divorce? Would you get deported?
Well, I mean, what would
Gonna try?
your marriage wouldn't mean anything.
No, what if you're a citizen of the UK and then you go to Japan to marry a 13-year-old wife?
I mean, that's probably all right, but the thing is, you'd be like, marriage is still a legal framework, right? So it just wouldn't be recognized.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think any marriage would be recognized in the UK.
But like, would you be apprehended
What if you became a
for it?
citizen though?
But if you like,
Yeah, that's the thing.
But
that's
would
the
you
thing.
be apprehended for that?
I
Like-
mean, it depends if like
Okay, like if you're a cop and you saw like a 13-year-old girl chilling, she was wearing like skirts and daffodils in her hair, and like a big man like kissing her on the lips, like, what would you do? You're like, oh, we got married. Where's she
no.
from?
Like if I was a UK officer, I would like just beat the shit out of that guy.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah,
that's my
what the
wife.
fuck? Yeah,
You'd
bro.
arrest him right there,
Yeah.
bro.
That's my
Yeah, bro.
bro. I'd be like, what the hell is your wife?
Yeah.
I'd be even more mad, bro. But yeah, like the way artists, like I can enjoy a bunch of things a lot differently, and like that just goes back to what we were talking about, how like the like art will never be devalued as more abundance comes across, because
Yeah.
just making art is
Yeah.
like art is art, you know. You
Art
can't,
is
you
art.
can't make it different.
So what kind of emotion do you want people to take when they listen to your music? They want to get hype?
Well-
do you want them to feel like they need to like fuck right now, or like what is it?
I have an
I really
question
appreciate-
building off of that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Do you wanna like? Do you see it as you wanna grow in a certain way? Like, do you want to
Yeah.
start off? Yeah, you want to start off like really drill rap and then become like Drake, and like
Yeah.
talk to their soul. You know what I mean? Like, what is like the? Do you have like a timeline and how you want to make people feel?
Well, I have a vision, man, like of
Yeah.
what I want to do. Like, I feel like I want to make people. Is very specific to the song. How I want to make people feel in which specific song. Like, sometimes normally it's the emotion I'm feeling at the moment. You know, that I want people to feel. But like as I mature as a career, like I have a vision plan of maturing the feelings I want to show on my songs, like people perceiving on my songs. But
Like catering to like a older audience.
no, just like more mature feelings in general.
So take us through your grand vision here. What would be
Yes.
what would be the ideal scenario?
Well, the grand vision is really short, because like the thing that I'm thinking right now is
I'm gonna make it big in no time, right?
of course. But right now, like I'm focused more on putting songs out so I have like a base content, but like I'm working on this album right now, which is called like Death of the Ego, and there's certain like emotions related to like the ego as like a false sense of self, and that I wanna show on this album, you know, and like the process of like getting it to die. But this is just like this album. Like I feel like after the album, I'm gonna change my career in the sense of like I'm gonna be more professional with my music, because right now like what I'm doing is I'm creating a base of just a catalog of songs, because the most viewed like music industry right now, the most viewed songs that you have are the ones that you released in the past, not your new releases. This goes to every single artist. That's how you have like songs from the 80s popping up, like going mainstream like today.
Yeah, that's why all of these private equity firms are buying up legacy catalogs.
Exactly. Yes. So even
It's like JB when he sold those rights.
Yeah, 300 mil.
Yeah, exactly. Even that happening with my dad. Like he has a song that he released his album in 2012, and he just continued to make music and everything, but it's really popped off as anthem of the left wing in Brazil, because it's like the song is Communist Shorty. That's his like main song. Like so now
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Communist Shorty, yeah. So like in Brazil during the elections, it was like an anthem for the left wing. So like the song really popped off then, and every election it pops off again, and it's like an old song that he has, and it's always come back. My dad's song, yeah. Right now it has like
in the cabinet, they're like playing your dad's music.
yeah, bro,
Like,
yeah.
Liberal.
Yeah.
At the event, like at the what are those called? At the rally.
At the rally, yeah, they just playing Communist Shorty.
Yo, do you have the song?
I do have the song
Let's
right
hear it.
now. Like it has like 80 million views overall. Like
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
oh, But
Do you
like,
think seeing that success made you really want to do music?
well, the thing is, like, he only gets a couple $100 out of that. Like,
No,
he doesn't get that much money out of it.
Does
But
he own the masters?
yeah, he owns everything. Like, he is independent artist.
But he doesn't like charge for rights. He doesn't do like copyright
No,
infringement
like,
suits.
he doesn't do the copyright. Like, on Spotify is like almost 9 million.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Vitrols. Let's play it.
Vitroles.
Sounds like Vietnam, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. What does that say? Gatina communist. Oh my god, bro. It sounds like an
Fuck to the party.
intro, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this could be an intro to a TV series. Yeah, for sure.
So good, bro. That's actually fire as fuck.
Whoa. Yeah, that's it, bro. Like,
Oh.
that's my dad's song.
That's dope. I
Yeah.
like the little riff before you turned it off.
How
Oh,
would-
it's
That should go too far.
when did he make this?
So he he made it in 2012, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, it's really popping off. It's still like, he has like 100,000 monthly listeners. Yeah, and it was like this song. It took a long time to pop off. You know, like, so understanding the music industry like that. That's how I wanted to create a music catalog.
You're trying to build up, your assets.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that as you create new music,
Like
that
the old
markets,
song.
people still have something to go off of
Exactly.
once they get bored of like
Exactly.
what you just showed them.
Exactly.
They can listen for days to
Other things.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I totally get this because like even when we did Motive,
Yeah.
before we started promoting it, we're like, let's create like 20 podcasts first.
Oh yes.
So that when people see the first one, they already have some sense that we're committed to this.
Yeah.
And not just like, oh, they're gonna do like 2 and never do it again, right?
I feel like even for I like the creative market in general. So I watch a lot of YouTube content about YouTube, like the YouTube market. So even for creating a YouTube channel in general, that's like a new strategy of just like pumping out like 3 or 4 videos on the like start of the channel. Like, so you have like already all the content to go out of. For example, the outros, you already like have the card for the other videos of that same channel.
Right.
Yes.
Right on. Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
Yo, so in terms of production, like,
Yeah.
what is your approach? I know you're independent.
Yeah. Like, my production right now, like, is basically me just learning, like, to product. I wasn't really like, nobody taught me professionally how to product. So I go based out of the YouTube videos, everything. I have a basis of music lessons and just music theory in general. So I feel like that really helps me when I'm composing in general, because I make the beats, I make the record myself. But I feel like it's a learning process right now, and I really wanted to get professional with it. Maybe do a degree on music production. Like, yeah.
And the songs that you released so far, like, how has your kind of knowledge of production evolved as you? Because I'm guessing you're learning as you're doing.
Exactly.
As you're releasing specifically.
Exactly.
'Cause I know a lot of people are learning as they're doing, but they're not necessarily learning as they're releasing.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is obviously the new strat.
Yeah, that's my strat. Well, I feel like I learned a lot. Like for example, for my first song, I didn't really know a lot about mixing and mastering. So for example, the classic errors for starting artists is to put the voice, the sound of the voice lower than like the beat. Like you hear it less than the beat. You have really to pop it off in the mix. Another thing is like it's got way faster. I try to automatize it in a way that like I have an idea and I just like put like I do it as like I don't like it that much because I could make the production better if I spend more time on it, but I try to make it as fast as I can because I don't have that much time.
You're sacrificing the like the nuance of the song.
Exactly.
Oh, and the perfection. Okay.
Yeah,
But in part, the you're sacrificing how kind of unique you can make that song, so you get your idea out as fast as possible.
Not exactly uniqueness, but like I sacrifice like the quality of production, you know, in a way that like not I can get as fast as possible, but like that can get the song done as fast as possible, so I can move into the next project. Because I have school, I have like other things in mind that I don't have that much time to dedicate it on, and I put myself to like I'm gonna release a song every 2 weeks, you know, so I have to release a song every 2 weeks, and like I don't have like the time to manage everything.
Volume play.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about how high iteration without like maximum input? Not to say you're not putting effort, as in like you know, making it perfect is slowing you down in how much you could be learning how to make something perfect and faster.
Well, yeah, I've thought about that. Like, am I actually pushing my boundaries here? You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, I've been learning a lot because the thing is, this is like I read in the book, like I read this in Atomic Habits, is that the best, like there was two group of kids that in an arts project, like one group of kids, they were supposed to make the best art they could ever. The other group of kids just had to make 50 arts, and they would choose the best out of the 50, and that one would be like the best art like for them. The kids that made the 50 just power through it. They had a better art in general than the kids that tried to perfect it in the ones. You know, so like I feel like by me like just doing it in volume, I'm learning a lot out of it. Because for example, like when I'm doing in volume, I show it to my friends. Like I post it, I release it, my friends listen to it, and they're like, oh, I like this, I didn't like that. I like when people are very blunt with me about it. So like I'm learning that process, you know, like I tried something new and then they didn't like that. So like I'm learning about that.
Do you think there's like a plateau with that though?
Of how much I can learn with volume?
Yeah, because like I imagine like in like really like experimental cases, like in the example you provided, and also in general, of course, iteration is so much more important. And for me as well, like I wish I iterated more in any domain. But like what I've been concerned with is like when do you decide like that is no longer working for you? Like how can you really identify it? Like, well, or is there even a limit to that?
Yeah.
Because of course you can iterate so much, but like, you know, well, maybe I'm just thinking in a different way, but
yes, like I value
like what makes like a song perfect. Because if you think about like an artist who has made like, you know, like a couple thousand songs, and then one day they just pour their heart and soul into it, how much different is that than their
the overall
process?
Yes. Well, when I think about music, man, I feel like you can, or art in general, you can never make it perfect. So like I value it more to be done than it to be perfect. So that's just a more let's figure out that I just
Okay, I was also like, what? That's like telling like the waiter you too when they say like enjoy your meal.
What?
Because Filipe almost dropped his phone and you were like, that's okay.
Nice catch.
Nice catch.
Oh, nice catch came out.
Yeah.
You say
Like
that's
pretty
okay.
Why what you were saying?
Yeah, I got it.
Like,
I was confused too, bro. Like,
Okay,
what
okay,
the
my
fuck
fault.
you just
You
said,
two
bro?
with okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was with Filipe there, bro.
Anyways.
Yeah, so like I value like the art to be done, they need to be perfect. For example, like I see a lot of people, they say that they want to get out of the hood with music, and the hood is by Hervin, you know, like shit like that. But they also But like,
Bro, where are you trying to go? Center point?
yeah, right, yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, but they release a song a year, you know. Like they never gonna kick off their career by releasing a song a year, and like I feel like they just scared of.
Keep going. Sorry.
Why, bro?
Nothing.
It's also a comment on the state of the industry because like we're just rolling through tracks. Like there's so much volume out here that you just want to be playing and see if you can get just like a little bit of traction. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
Talking about that, like something that's very interesting. So like on Spotify, like 80% of artists they have less than 50 monthly listeners, and 80% of artists they have like less than 10 songs out.
Crazy. I'm so sorry, guys. That was crazy, bro.
So
I see tens. You know what I mean?
yeah, bro. Like she's actually a baddie, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
You think 10?
She's a 10, bro. She's a 10, bro.
You don't agree?
I don't know, man. I haven't really seen her, so.
She just passed here. She's gonna come back for sure. She's gonna come back.
Oh, there
right
she
there,
is.
right there.
Oh shit! That's a crazy.
That was it. Yeah.
I do it.
I do.
You watched that? You watched that? Bobby and Drake, bro.
Yeah, I did, bro. That was so funny. But Bobby is a genius. But we talk about that later.
Do you actually that's interesting. Like talk about like genius shit. Like often a lot of times I see like things where people call it genius, where to me it just seems really trivial. Like it's not trivial in the sense like of like like
oh yeah, like
It's
of
genius
course.
that they actually did what they thought would be a
That's
good
what I'm
idea.
saying.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I didn't know it was trivial because it hadn't existed yet. But like if I ever thought about it, it's like, oh, this makes sense as why
Like,
this would be.
yeah,
a great
yeah.
opportunity.
Like, it's not that people don't take action. We have great ideas and then execute on like the good part of them,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
to execute on the great part of them would take a lot of energy and confidence and fearlessness, right?
And
Yeah,
risk,
yeah.
like she took like $20,000 in loans on a credit card as well, so she did take a lot
Right.
of risk to take that.
Oh yes.
And that maybe like plays into more of like her.
It's the USA, bro. You ain't getting 20K in loans in Canada, bro. Ain't nobody giving that to you.
Yeah. Put on a credit card though. She still's like. I think that's also maybe a little bit why she was like she blocked Drake, because like I think she wanted him to pay. I think she wanted him to like give him 20K. She's like so serious. She's like,
Yeah, she was serious about it, bro. She was
yeah,
serious
'cause,
about
like
it.
something's obviously she's a character, but she's like, no, I like on a real interview when
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
not playing the character, she's like, yeah, I actually took 20K in loans for that flight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to buy the venues and everything and shit. And that's why she like interviewed what's his name, like the billionaire Mark
Oh, Cuban.
Yeah, Mark Cuban.
Cuban, yeah. In the fucking parking garage.
That was fun.
Because she like couldn't afford it. She actually
Yeah.
like, she genuinely couldn't afford it. But like I don't know, like how many things are like genius because they're obvious and they just took an opportunity of the market, or genius out of like actual ingenuity?
With art and entertainment, it's tough.
Yeah. Exactly,
But
man.
because you just need volume because you're trying shit out, and you know
But how do you like identify
People-
a market in music?
you
Like I'm not saying you're supposed to think
Mhm.
that. way.
okay.
You're
So
not supposed
so
to.
when you identify stuff, no.
Maybe a little bit.
It's not. It's just that you still have the humility to understand that this is a hypothesis,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna fail a lot of times. And
Oh yes.
right, and maybe one time you'll be right.
Yes.
So
But like typically, you know.
so even when you look at like Scooter Braun when they're bringing up Justin Bieber,
Yeah.
and they had this one rapper on the roster. No. This is one of this was like his like he was there. If you watch like early Justin Bieber videos, you'll see like a older, like almost like adult white guy rapper, and he was he had basically like he was testing out both markets. They were completely different targets, completely different niches, and one of them was like a college rapper, and then the other one was more like I don't know, like lover boy type kid, right? And so they were testing out both markets. That was kind of his set of tests, right?
yes.
So he was trying out two different ones, and then at first the college kid was actually paying the bills to continue
Yeah.
running the tests for JB,
Yeah.
right? So if they actually ran out of money, they wouldn't have been able to continue testing that market. And then JB got some traction, and he was able to start paying for the bills. And obviously, he took off much more.
I feel like it's a lot of luck, man. I feel like it's not really determined if there's a market or not. You know, like it's just the market creates itself.
On luck, that speaks to what the artist is intending, right? Because like if the artist is just trying to do things for themselves, then it would be lucky for a market to exist for them. But
I think we just get caught up in there's either it's determined. It's like if it's not deterministic, then it must be luck. That's not the case.
No, it's not the case.
You have to. Your hypotheses still have to be educated guesses, right? That's an educated guess.
Oh yes, everything that I'm said like about the music industry and how I'm taking my career is an educated guess, right?
Right.
And I think that there is always a combination of deterministic and luck. That's why I feel like volume is a good idea because yes, because when you do volume, you have more chances of rolling the dice of
more
the
shots.
luck.
Yeah,
exactly.
But when you make your music, are you like? But if you're trying to like roll the dice to see how successful something is, and your intentions are trying to recreate that success, then are you really building like something in terms of what you want or what the market wants? Because I would argue that if you're creating art, you'd kind of want to do what you would want to make, right? And of course, you want to find the intersection between that. But how much are you leaning towards?
But at the same time, for a lot of artists, and we'll get your perspective. But for a lot of artists, it's the thing where, look, if nobody's consuming my art, then how does I mean? Just as an artist, I don't even have to. Maybe I have like freaking allowance from my rich parents, but still, like, it's just like the politician who mends their policies because some power that's corrupt from my party. Principles is better than no power because then we don't get to imply any of my party's principles. Exactly. So it's the same thing for a lot of artists where it's like, well, I mean, look, I want people at the very least to connect. My art is great, but if nobody's gonna watch it anyways, then like, what are we even doing this for?
Exactly, man. Exactly.
For yourself.
No.
Like, I'm not saying you should be like.
But there is a thing, man. Like I feel like the market today of music, and I've been like studying more about it. Is a lot of people are valuing authenticity. That's a hard word, man.
Authenticity.
Yes. Way more on artists. I feel like with the internet and they like there's more like a horizontal approach. Like it's more democratic the way people consume music. So I feel like most of the authentic people they have like a spot on the mainstream now. For example, Lil Yachty, bro. Like he's just making things that he loves. And he really popped off this year.
That's a fire album, bro.
Fire album. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like he took
very different though.
That very different, but it's a fire album, and it was taken really well by the community because it was authentic with it. Yeah.
But that's interesting because Lil Yachty had already cultivated a following off of pretty standardized music.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Basic hip hop stuff.
But I feel like the market changed. Like I feel like when Lil Yachty popped off, like the hype beast. Flexing type shit was really like mainstream, and now it's more about authenticity. I feel like Lil Yachty is a good example. Tyler the Creator is a good example.
Well, we call it authenticity. We want something different, and of course, whatever is different is gonna be quote unquote authentic because it's different.
Oh,
that's not necessarily.
I would argue that we are maturing more in terms of culture.
No. What I mean by authenticity is like when the artist. It's more themselves, instead of like trying to play a character. But continue.
But what you're saying
that's
is
the point I'm making though is that didn't have to be Lil Yachty. You'd still fuck with it.
Yeah.
It sounds authentic because it's more mature. That's true.
Yeah.
Like I think it's definitely true that the trends are like trying to force more like maybe mature and complicated emotions.
Mature, like
maybe like a woke
more
agenda,
melodic,
which is fine. Like that's great, of course. But I also think it is still true that we are tending towards more genuine art on the scales, especially when you have like a lot more artists existing. You have to stand out in a unique way, and what better niche to capitalize than your own personal experience?
Well, also,
yes,
it's interesting
that's good saying. Man, that was a great saying.
Also, it's interesting that
I appreciate it.
I
think I stole that from someone.
Our cohort, our cohort and adjacent cohorts are maturing, and our artists have to mature with us.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you listen to like Jungkook, like you would not fuck with it one bit. But this is like Scooter Braun's boy right now. He's the guy from BTS.
Oh, yes.
Who is like the that's like the front runner for Hype now.
Yeah.
Bro, I listen to that. I'm like,
it's huge.
I'm like, huge. I listen to that. I'm just huge. I listen to that. I'm just like, yo, what's going on? Like this
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
the most ass music. This is so bland.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
they're appealing. But they're appealing to
No, but that's corporate
To the
music.
young-
That's corporate music.
But it's still successful.
Mm.
No, it is
Yeah.
very successful.
In Korea, it's
Okay.
huge.
So, but it's a
But
matter
like,
of.
there's just different markets, of course.
I'm saying that we care about authenticity
Yeah, but not everybody
because we are growing up.
Yes.
yeah.
No, it's not that not everybody cares about authenticity. It's about what your age is.
Mhm.
We are growing up, so our
Yeah.
mainstream corporate artists from when we were in middle school are also having to adjust their sound because otherwise they're just gonna have to
They're gonna fall off.
remarket. Yeah, they're gonna fall off with us, and they're not gonna remarket themselves to
Yeah.
the new generation. They're washed out,
Yeah.
right? The ones in middle school now are listening to these artists.
Yeah, like
that are-
City Toilet.
Once again, like they're like we're like, what's going on? Like
They
this is
like
ass.
the things that pop off as well.
right? But then and then
Right.
eventually, yo, Jungkook will also have to,
To mature, yeah.
stop making the same ass music every time. Like I don't know if you guys heard Central C hop on a track with the Jungkook and the Kid Laroi.
What?
I
Bro,
didn't see
it
that,
was
bro.
Crazy
It was-
trio, bro.
Bro, it was, in my
Bro.
opinion, to me, I'm like, bro, me and my boy were laughing our ass off listening to it. Like imagine Central C sounding mainstream, bro.
Wow.
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah.
ass. It's so ass.
That's crazy.
It's so
Yeah.
ass, bro. And it doesn't even make any sense because he's still talking about like his same. It's so funny though because he's still talking about like his same ass subjects,
Yeah.
but just like on like a mainstream like kind of
Yeah.
Internet-
Justin Bieber type
yeah.
song where he's like, yeah, I know you don't like to see me out with the gun with the boys, but I gotta do my stuff. And then he's like talking like, I know you see me with these hoes. Trust me, gal, you're the only one for me.
Yeah,
But
bro,
but
yeah.
he's doing it on like it's most like melodic like pop song. It's so ass. But that's a different thing. But yo, in my opinion, if you're Central C, like you're taking that because like
Yeah.
you need your career to go somewhere, right?
Exactly.
And you're trying to get all the 10, 11, 12-year-olds into you as well. So
Yeah, but that's an interesting topic. Yeah, like when you mention Joe Cook, man, all I could think about is like how people don't understand that music is really a power, and people they understood that was like the South Korean government, man. Like the South Korean government, they really pushed it, like the K-pop thing. Like they
culture in South Korean culture has been so prominent.
because
so prominent that
Ma-
also, like,
K-pop.
Korean
Yes.
culture.
Yes,
People
exactly.
don't even know that North Korea is a thing, which is crazy.
My dad lived in North Korea, but that's a different topic.
Yeah.
your dad's coming on the pod.
Yeah, right.
Talk about his music next, bro.
Your dad's coming on the pod, and then Kim Jong Un is coming
Yo,
for
we
our
can go
head.
to
Yeah,
we can go to
sorry,
Montreal,
yeah.
bro. When we go to Montreal, we'll have Josh, and then
My
your
dad,
bro. We'll have what Vertelis.
My dad name
Yeah. What's his name?
Leonel.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's the artist.
Yeah.
Vitrolis.
Vitrolis. Yeah.
Vitrolis. Yeah.
Big horse. What does Vitrolis mean? Is it like a?
It doesn't mean nothing. My dad created that out of a dream. Like he dreamed about the name of the band.
That's crazy, bro.
Like he had a dream where he saw like a vitrola. You know what vitrola is? It doesn't mean anything in English. It's like the disc players, the old EPs, like the
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the record.
Like a record player.
Yeah, like a record player.
vinyl?
Yeah, like a vinyl. So like in Portuguese, the name of the vinyl player is vitrola.
Mm.
So he like saw a vitrola, and then he was like vitrolis.
What is that? What's the suffix is mean?
Huh?
Is there any meaning to?
No
the
meaning.
suffix is?
Just a cool name.
Vitrolis. Okay, it's yeah.
Yeah. A cool name that he dreamed about. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like something else, but I'm not gonna say it. Oh my. Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, I can't. Actually, like I can't. You guys gotta keep the
Yo, you need to
conversation
switch
going, bro.
spots.
I'm
You need to
getting,
switch spots, bro.
No. Cause like she's wearing like a yo. You gotta see this.
Wow,
Right?
what
You
you-
gotta see this. You gotta like go out and like see this right now, bro.
Why?
It's actually like the classic like light skin stereotypical drip, like from like the 1990 movie, like the afro, the hoop earrings, and this like really nice like I would say like sheep wool
I saw that,
parka
bro.
with a lollipop in her mouth, bro. And I was just thinking, damn, I wish I could travel back in time.
Or talk to her right now.
Yo, you can, bro. This is like that's like typical like hip hop.
Yeah. Until
Wear
the
my
day.
suit, bro. Should I risk her in the full suit?
Bro, that's like W Riz. I can't believe I said
Yeah,
W
yeah.
Riz on a pod, bro.
You don't know it's a W until it happens.
Need to cut this out of the pod, bro.
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta have an image of like purity. Just
Sure,
like Sam,
sure,
bro.
bro.
Just like
sure,
Sam,
sure.
bro.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, exactly. You gotta see if your PR team lets you post that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, bro.
I gotta hire
How do you use the PR? Who's the PR team?
Bro, what Hattie was PR, wow, we would crumble. We'd go to jail so fast. Bro, Hattie would. Bro,
Shit
Hattie
got
would
pretty
do
political,
anything but
bro.
Say it in public.
What's that?
Never mind.
Okay.
Do you understand?
We should cut this off of the pod.
We will. We do. We do good editing, bro. We do.
All right,
Bro,
right.
Hattie was supposed to be our first employee, and where is he, bro?
His payroll has been spent on
Equipment.
groceries and
Uh,
and freaking I don't know suits, I guess.
Yeah.
Cigars.
Yo,
Everything I spent, bro. What was my summer spending, bro?
What was your do you actually know how much your summer spending was, like per month? I'm not gonna lie, mine's
It's
like
probably like 1.5 total.
1.5k.
Yeah, probably.
That's a good number. That's a really good number.
Guess
It's
what?
all right. Yeah. I'm like 3.3. Were you in a relationship?
No.
3.
Decreased it, bro. yeah, no, it was like 2.7 max, like my
2.7?
highest.
All right, not
the
bad.
Yeah,
highest
yeah.
one. And that was FMG.
You saw?
See,
You saw?
I'm always like, nah, let's like, why would I risk right now? Like, what's going on? Like, we're just doing our thing, bro. And then they leave, and you're like, subconsciously, I just said that because like I knew I could do it later, but now you can't do it later. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
She
she
left.
goes to U Ottawa, so
Yeah, you can always do it now, bro.
that's what I love about being in the same spot all the time. You know.
Yo, can I just say, bro? Like,
Suddenly, I'll be studying in CRX all the time.
In the 5th floor.
On the fifth floor.
bro, I don't do this shit anymore. Like, I gave up. Like, it's just too much energy, bro. Back in the day, yeah, bro. Like, the way you be moving, like,
Oh
wait,
yes,
new
bro.
study spot, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Guys, let's all study here, guys. Let's
I
go.
hear there's like good outlets there. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's good outlets.
Bro, I actually came to Auto though. Like, actually felt like a human again for the first time. Like, I went to the mall with my mom, bro, and like I actually like was like getting like, you know, like people looking at me like whatever. Like I felt like I'm like, oh, thank you, bro. Like I'm not like just like extremely ugly and.
Yo.
Because I've talked about this
so
with John
funny, bro.
later, where like the standards at Laurier are just like different, so you actually feel like
I've never
you're,
seen it though. I
actually feel like
went, there
you're
was
nobody.
there because it was like their reading week, so like
yeah.
so no one was there.
What
I
do you
have
mean,
no
Laurie?
idea.
Is different, bro. Like there's a
No,
lot
they
of
tell me
beautiful
like
people.
they talk about like the galdem at Laurier. Like
Everybody.
they're angels. Like,
Even
they
the men.
come from even men, yeah.
It's
like
not that
they're
they're- that's not what
gawking
I- that's
over
not what
men,
we're
bro.
saying.
They're saying men are so cute, so hot, so sexy,
Wow, bro. The men that must
It's
say the
just-
men are cute, bro. They gotta be cute.
right? They gotta be, bro.
Yeah, maybe we're just gay. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, bro. Maybe.
But, like I never saw it. I don't even understand.
Not maybe, bro.
Like,
For
so-
sure we are.
Because like when I
Oh.
went to McMaster, no, but it has to be a unique thing. Because when I went to McMaster, I was like, this is not. There's.
Well, I mean,
The
I don't think
gal.
Mac has that type of
Well, I was just
reach.
thinking like the gal just weren't that crazy when I went to McMaster.
No, but the gal are crazy in Montreal.
Oh, they
are
were though.
crazy, bro.
No, but they were, man. That's crazy. But that's why I attribute it with a big city. Like a big city, I feel like, especially like Montreal with its culture, would have beautiful people. But I don't know about Laurier. Like,
Well, people from Laurier don't live in Waterloo. They live in the GTA.
no, yeah, I know.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying
Mm.
though. Like, what are the gal, bro? Like, show me the gal.
We gotta see the gal to
have to.
like give a good
I mean,
avail.
he's like everybody knows, like snow bunnies, right? That's what everybody says.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, Shamar would love to go to Laurier Business School.
Every guy. Okay, well, I mean, you have to like actually know about business, but
Really? If I
Bro,
walked in
honestly-
there just said I was like a tech CEO, bro, I feel like that'd go far.
Like how is
no, they're all career oriented, bro. Like, yo, business school is not about entrepreneurship, man. Like, business school
It's
is
not,
about
it's not.
becoming an accountant or like a
Becoming like
Yeah.
PwC.
like an yeah.
Yeah,
Like, business school is about that. Like, it's not about like
yeah, it's not about entrepreneurship.
no,
It's
not
not.
at all.
Yeah, like I know a lot of people in business. They just like, oh, I want to be like a HR, or I want to just have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
job.
Really?
It's about
yeah.
it's about business. It's about
A lot
business
of the people
jobs.
I talk for in Telfer, they're more oriented towards entrepreneurship.
That's
I
different.
feel like
so
Telfer is different.
yeah. I mean, when we're talking about like business, because
Like,
kind
of
of
course, they all want to be consultants also, but like it's like a mid stage. In fact, actually, most career people are most of the time when they talk about their career, I often find it the case where people say, "Oh, we just want money earlier, then do what they love," which is obviously like it's not that crazy to see. Like,
I guess you see more of that here in Ottawa, because Ottawa has a bit of that kind of like entrepreneurial spirit. Now, granted, backed by absolutely no like
Historic.
actual
Shopify?
prowess.
Yeah.
Shopify, baby.
Yeah,
The tech
sure.
park, Canada North.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Is there actually any like? Is there?
but
any,
no, I mean backed by like there's not like the people at Telfer, a lot of time want to be entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
but they don't.
but
really,
they couldn't even be consultants. Like they're not at that level, right?
No, but Telfer, I feel like
Because-
there is the culture of entrepreneurship. Just from having it. Just
Sure, yeah, but there's not a culture of high standards.
yeah.
So you have that
Mm.
issue, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel that.
Now,
every day.
now you get to like the middle, and it's like you have a culture of high standards, but high standards towards a career, which are not
It's
the
different.
standards you need to be an entrepreneur, because a career
Yeah.
allows you to be 9 to 5, right?
But I feel it's just different, man. Like just different.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know what I mean.
Yo, I think actually, like, what I observed now, this may be a hot take, that I think a lot of people.
If it's a hot take, let it go in the mic.
What?
If it's a hot take, talk to the mic.
Listen here, buddies. People who say they want to be sexy entrepreneurs or anything sexy in the market, bro, like, they're just saying that because they want to reach. And I think Ottawa's a city where people want to reach out. Like, I really feel this. In Ottawa, a lot of people, maybe it's just me because I surround myself
Yeah.
with people who also want, because I also want to, I'm trying to reach
Yeah,
out
yeah,
and leave Ottawa. But I get a lot of people saying they don't want to be in Ottawa when they do, like, when their career is settled. Like, it's been very rare, and I ask it all the time. Like, oh, do you see yourself staying in Ottawa? And 90% of the time, they say no.
I
They
feel like
wanna
it's a
go to a big
culture,
city.
Ottawa culture though. Like
what
Ottawa
I'm saying.
culture is getting out of Ottawa.
Yeah, like, it's like small town vibes.
Yeah.
People actually,
Yeah.
like, people who come
Yeah.
to Ottawa who are like from
International
far in the
people.
GTA, they tell me, like, Ottawa is the biggest small town there is,
It is. It actually is.
which is crazy. But it makes sense because, like, if you're in a certain age group, you know one person who knows someone, and they know everybody.
Yeah, at
too.
this point, even like like driving into Ottawa on that bus when I rolled into Byward Market, I was just like, yeah, like,
Same
I come
here,
here,
bro.
I come here for my own reasons, but like,
Yeah.
I was just like,
No,
Yeah,
I
like,
was depressed when I
it's-
came back
it's
from
boring.
the GTA. Like, after
Oh,
I
yeah.
was on that bus, it's like 5 a.m. I saw, like, because, like, in the GTA, like of course there's like a homeless problem, but, like, you don't really see them. I feel
Ottawa,
like they're-
Ottawa, there's a homeless problem too.
No. What I'm saying is that you don't really notice all the homeless people in Toronto because of how big and active it is late at night.
they also get aggregated in one spot.
Exactly.
There's enough of them where they like it's the same thing in Kitchener. There's enough homeless people where they all live in one spot.
Yeah, and that's the case in
Interesting.
Ottawa.
Like a little neighborhood of homeless people.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
And
It's-
in,
it's
in
literally like a
Ottawa,
neighborhood of tents.
that's the Byward Market and
No,
around
nice,
all those like help centers. So when I came back, like, of course I saw homeless people in Toronto, but here, like,
You
there
see
were
them everywhere.
only homeless people, and they were everywhere.
Yeah,
Like, I
you
got
see
off the
them
bus,
everywhere.
I could just see people going crazy around the streets at like 6 a.m. And I was just like, damn, like, what a nice sight to see after I just saw the big, beautiful cities that I came from.
Interesting.
Right.
Bro.
So, like, that feeling is like it's such a terrible feeling when you're like coming back from like a great trip.
It's kind of weird for me because my family lives here, and like I always get homesick. So like I almost switched back
Yeah.
schools just so I
To-
could like be with my family all the time.
That's
And then I didn't get accepted, but but now the only thing keeping me there.
Got into Berkeley though.
That's true. My family doesn't live in Boston either. Oh, they used to. That's where I was born. But the thing keeping me Waterloo is definitely like the like all the entrepreneurs I was telling you about.
Oh yes.
Yeah, is that culture.
I
And
feel, I feel like it's very good for you to be in a culture like that, man. Like, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur.
I mean, I
Well,
feel
yeah.
like it would be better for John because like me, like I have enough of clarity on like enough acceptance of like how money will make me feel that like I'm fine.
'Cause you
And
wanna
that's the
build
thing.
A business.
And that's
I wanna build a
and that's
product.
what you were talking about when you were like, oh, people in Ottawa want to build a flashy business because they want to get out of Ottawa. Because if you start making, $100 million in profit to yourself through like your sweaty startup in Ottawa, you're still gonna be depressed.
Yeah.
You became rich, but nobody gives a fuck.
It's true. It's
Including the people in Ottawa, bro. Like you tell them,
Yeah, they don't care.
they don't
man.
give a. They're like
don't care,
they
bro.
generally, bro. We've talked about this before. Like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nah,
Like they do not care at all, bro. You can be a billionaire in Ottawa, bro. People will not. That's a small town, right? Nobody in a small town would care, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's the small town billionaire, right?
But
So
anyone should anyone care?
sorry,
Should anyone care?
What do you
that's
mean?
the thing.
No,
Yeah.
they shouldn't. But like.
but they
people
want them to. They
care.
want them
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
And
So
and
they'll
that's why they
go-
want to get the fuck out of
So they'll
Ottawa.
go to somewhere like Waterloo,
People care about.
where people will care, or
Yeah.
like Toronto, or once we get into like Hollywood style
Oh, yeah.
states. I mean, there
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
that's what you're
Yeah,
raised
they
by.
want to be in a culture where people value.
Yeah.
Right, where people value that, right? So it's like,
which is unfortunate, honestly.
It is, man. It is.
It's unfortunate not only for the fact that Ottawa is like that for them, but it's also unfortunate that people care so much to be cared.
Exactly,
you know?
man. Exactly.
Like, but I'm in the boat, like, which is interesting to me on how, like, I'll be working, because I also talk about, or, like, I consume a lot of content regarding entrepreneurship, and Sam Altman even says this. He says, like, a lot of people in Silicon Valley are really focused on making a successful product, and in execution it could be really great, but they're pretty bad at making a successful business. And that makes me concerned on how my execution would be if I were to start a company, because I am really, like, I do want to build products at the end of the day. Like, I care about being part of design. While I would love to be a CEO, and while I might be actually a better CEO than I would be a
product designer,
developer, like a CTO,
product designer.
I would much rather be doing that, because it feels like it gives me more glory. But also, it seems more fun. And it seems more like engaging. But of course, the CEO also gets incredible glory as well. Like,
do you want the glory? Like, do you really want to?
Yeah.
Yes,
of course.
But the thing is, the CEO is tough to get glory. Like, like I don't think there's any organic glory for the CEO. Like,
you don't need to be the CEO to have glory.
Your investors will like you, which is having rich people like you is never a bad thing. But it's like people who use the product won't care.
No, I'd argue that the CEO gets more glory than the developers. Like,
no. You don't need to be the CEO.
Sorry, are we talking about like a software developer or like a product designer?
No, like people who use the like.
Let's take some examples from life.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sam Altman, Elon.
They're not CEOs. Elon is a CEO of what?
Elon is a CEO.
Of who?
Tesla.
No.
Or SpaceX? No, he's not CEO.
No, bro.
No.
Like
Elon Musk is not the CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, or Twitter, or X for that matter.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
You don't have to be the CEO to be the face of a company, man. Like, you could be the product designer.
This is the point, though. This is the point, because who is actually making those companies sell?
Exactly.
I thought it would be
Elon Musk.
It is
Elon
Musk.
Effectively the CEO anyway.
No, he just.
We're talking about. I'm talking about like who's the CEO.
Like, if he's making the deals he's getting the investors.
I mean, he's the image of the company, so he's getting investors through his image. He's getting sales through his image, but he's not really like.
Okay, he's not operating
the
it.
Exactly. Could all be different.
The company. This is what. No, but the thing is, this is exactly what Sam is talking about, because those companies would crumble without a CEO operating.
Exactly. Like,
those companies would not sell without a great product that Elon Musk is envisioning.
Yeah.
Right. So,
like, you could have a partner that he's silent, he doesn't get the glory, but he's great at managing a company.
Shopify is considered to be the same way. Like, I know we all love Toby, but like people actually typically say that Toby is not the face of Shopify. It's Harley.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what people all say. So, and I guess those people probably came up with Shopify more, so Toby was less known back then. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's really hard to like separate yourself from like a consumer base when you have a lot of like in terms of tech, when you already consume a lot of content. Because if you think about it, like when you ask around, like, you guys know what's happening in OpenAI, most random people who use ChatGPT really don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't. They don't even know about it, bro.
They don't even know Sam Altman was a CEO. Yeah. And even if I told them like about the CEO, I doubt a lot of them.
But everybody uses ChatGPT as a thing.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm wondering is how many of people actually make the distinction between like a technical person and someone who's selling the company.
At the end of the day, it's all.
I think how many people do you think knows Sam Altman doesn't code?
But I feel like people don't have to know the difference.
Yeah. So this is the thing, right? They will know what you tell them. And to say that Sam Altman doesn't want the glory from the people is incorrect. And to say that Sam Altman does want the glory from people is also incorrect. Sam Altman wants the glory from a specific subset of people, right? He wants the devs to love him, right?
Yes.
So that's why the devs,
loyal as hell.
Right? And that's why I was saying to the guy, I was like, oh, this guy's in computer science. I'm like, you should know who Sam Altman is, right? That's his prerogative.
Yeah.
The people who use ChatGPT who aren't developers, I mean, Sam Altman doesn't care for them to know him, so they don't.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
In terms of how people distinct between technical people and whatnot, I don't think they do unless you tell them, right? The classic one is people always thought Steve Jobs was like programming, and it like blows their mind when they tell them that Steve Jobs doesn't know how to
code,
or like
I guess
how
it
to
depends on your leverage.
Design circuits.
Like for Elon, for example, like I'd say like it's a similar position. Like, he doesn't want to be running executive decisions in the company. He doesn't want to be the CEO. He wants to be building stuff as well. But he also like
he also doesn't have to.
Exactly, he doesn't have to because he cultivated an image of him being like an incredible builder. But most people like talk to him or speak about him as like a great CEO, even though he's like
as a great leader.
Because that's what he wants people to see him as. Like, his HR team is...
He's the leader of the company.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, his PR team. Yeah.
His PR team.
Well, Elon Musk supposedly is his own PR, but
no, but he definitely has a PR.
I'm sure he has a team, but I think that he is
You think he's thinking?
He's leading his PR team.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. Like I feel like so many decisions that Elon Musk has are just for him to like be seen as this good guy that is the leader of the company, that has a leader of the future. You know, like for example,
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
$25,000 house that he bought close to SpaceX.
Yeah, that's obviously
That's
PR.
cap. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
PR move.
That's
or
cap.
His children don't live there, bro.
exactly. Or him when he goes to like fucking what's it called, like the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
And smokes weed on the Joe Rogan podcast, bro. Oh my god, he's so relatable.
Yeah, Jinx.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Right. So John, what are you still interested in regards to this?
Oh well, I mean, like I just try to make a lot of parallels in my life with what we talk about, you know.
Nah, you're good.
Like wait, what?
No,
But like still,
You cut him off, but
like in terms of music, like it's the like I try to make the same parallels as well, like how to actually focus on what we're trying to do, like in terms of market and in terms of what you want to actually be doing for your life. Because like I guess like I see a lot of the time it's something I've been talking about where, you know, people sacrifice in the short term what they really care about and just do something that kind of falls into a market, and then they take action on that for the opportunity. They get a lot of capital,
yeah.
and then they're able to work on what they love. And I was like, I was thinking the same thing when it comes to Lil Yachty. Obviously, like there could be different trends,
Yeah.
but I mean like they can fall into the market, and then now they do what they genuinely love. It just so happens that Lil Yachty maybe also be part of the trend where being authentic is good. But regardless, I'm sure he's still doing what he loves. And so like
I see what you mean, man.
I don't know whether or not it's a good play to be focusing on trying to fall into a market or do something you actually love. Find an intersection between that, or devote your life to like one sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because if it were for me and I wanted to do one thing and one thing only, I would do everything on longevity, and I would do just that right now.
Yeah.
But I don't see that being viable because of, for one, the technology's not there, not a lot of research on it, not a lot of funding towards it. And I frankly think that in the short term, working towards like automation and being an expert in AI would not only benefit my future research, but also would give me a lot of money really fast. Whereas developing the technology and research for like extending human life would take decades to build.
Yes.
And so similarly, if I were to build like a music career, would I do the same thing where I would try to settle to the market and then have a long-term vision and then slowly but carefully and then maybe suddenly make a huge switch towards what I actually want to be making. But I don't know if that's viable. And I don't know if I'm being so overly analytical that I'm not iterating hard enough like you are, producing a lot of volume. I don't know if I'm being stagnant because I'm too worried on what I actually should try to focus on, because I'm looking for an intersection between something that could be beneficial to my future and also something the market could fall into. Because obviously, like, predicting the future is a pretty...
pretty hard
it's
job.
a pretty strenuous task. So... I don't know what kind of risks I should be taking, and that's the kind of things that I like to learn when you guys are talking about different industries, so I can really see how it plays out. But I do see design, I do see product and entrepreneurship becoming closer and closer to art, closer and closer to
Oh
being
yes.
like has a lot of humanity in it. And
But you always had.
I mean, I would argue that in like the 2000s and maybe 2010s, it was really corporate and really professional. And I'd say professionalism has been valued a lot less, especially as entrepreneurship has become a lot more
But even
sexier.
corporate art is art.
Yeah, I guess so. But like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it still gets a lot of criticism, just like any mainstream
Yeah.
pushed song, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I can't think of an example that's like so overblown and mainstream. Maybe like Lil Nas X, but he still found a lot of success and a lot of people still respect him.
But how did Lil Nas first get his hit? It was what he's doing,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right? So it's just an assessment of where we're at.
but he didn't. I would argue he didn't keep. Well, actually, no, never mind. Keep going.
So, like, there's a few ways to look at it, but I think that generally speaking, it's dangerous to be playing a game based on predictions,
Yeah.
right? So it's like when you want the most deterministic approach, you just iterate.
Yeah.
Because when you play a game on predictions, it's kind of like how people always say like, oh, like for example, talking gym, right? Like people will actually give you an easier gym routine or an easier diet because
Yeah.
they are afraid that if they give you the perfect one, you just won't
Exactly.
follow it.
Exactly.
And what you get is like what you get is these plans where if one thing fails, the contingency is not set or the contingency is fake. Even worse, when it comes to dieting, like, okay, yeah, if I gave you the perfect diet and you actually followed it, we would be able to determine with almost 100% certainty that you would
get
achieve your
healthier,
goals.
yeah.
Whereas when you are creating your own life plan, it's not even that. Even if you did follow it to the T, you're still following stuff that is based on predictions.
Yeah.
And predicting is just dangerous as fuck.
Yes.
So,
There's so many good sayings about like, oh, how you have to like let life make the decisions for you.
It's build the future instead of predicting it.
Yeah.
And so when it comes
Hard.
to like your career,
Got a boner.
when it comes to your career, it's almost like until you find success, you are predicting that you're doing the right thing, right?
Yes.
Whereas when you're constantly finding success, you are with certainty able to say that you're doing something good, but you're giving up the ability to say that I am working towards something incredible. And when you want success and you don't have, like, when you want success, it's just so much more comforting to achieve small wins
Oh yes.
rather than be in a kind of like, because you don't know if you're in a fugazi or if you're just the smartest person on earth. So again, like in terms of deterministic, right? The most
crazy until suddenly you're a genius.
Yeah, exactly, man.
right, and because we know that 99.999 and so on percent of the time, or maybe even 100,
Yeah.
well, 99.99 and so on, that is actually a fallacy. Therefore, when it's like you want to predict your success, like probabilistically, you're like, okay, I just need to iterate as much as
Yeah,
possible. Now, I draw a huge parallel between somebody who is, in Berkeley school and they just have everything set up for them. And they're like, I don't need a release because I'm going to be signed to a label
Exactly.
in 2 years, right? And they're going to take care of that for me. And I am still on that perfect path. But even so, again, compared to you, like at least for them, they're still on a perfect diet plan.
Yeah.
Right? They can look back and be like, well, this person
Exactly.
did, this person did. The music industry doesn't change like the tech industry. The music industry has been the same.
No.
For, like,
the
ages.
last 10 years.
Was that?
The music industry changed the
The most okay, the most corporate approach to becoming a successful musician
hasn't changed.
has existed, was the only way to become a
Yeah.
musician when it started,
Yeah.
and still exists today. You just have new pathways
yes.
open up, which is what you're exploring, right?
Yes.
But
The
you
frameworks
can't
still apply,
But you can't
just
you can't
different
point to
markets.
anybody and be like and draw a true parallel. There's going to be a million nuances
Oh yes.
between
oh,
the
yes.
guy who created, I don't know, General Motors and the guy who creates longevity. And the ironic part is that, and then you get into the other irony, which is like the guy who created Google. It was accidental, right? So it's just different.
Accidentally
Right.
discovering how to live forever.
Whoopsies. So like, you probably want to be getting as many wins as possible by iterating as fast as possible, and that way you'll be able to hold yourself more accountable, because the industry you're in, there is no set out path. So it's like, look,
Yeah.
what would you rather be doing? Somebody's like working at Google as a software developer, while you're out here, I don't know, like iterating your AI model. Like who is getting more confidence that they're improving? The one who is, like, oh yeah, like look, my career is going off. Like in 10 years, I'll be able to like be in a totally different position.
In 10
Or-
years, I'll be able to be a project manager.
In 10 years, I'll be able to quit my job as a product manager and start a company with a leg up, or the person who is iterating it right now. Now, I've tried to be an entrepreneur just by myself and I failed. So like I can understand how that approach can actually fail in itself if you have an opportunity to go corporate, just like, somebody who is trying to get signed to a record label before they even release music. I can see how that approach would be like attractive to them. But it's like,
I feel like there are different ways, man. Like I feel like yes, you could be iterating multiple times for like multiple ventures and learning through those ventures, but I still believe that like if you're someone that wants to like be a entrepreneur and you want to have the leg up, after the corporate world, you have like a higher chance of success than someone that didn't have those years. You know, like
Sure.
yeah, just working on the industry
Well, yeah, but
because you were learning inside of the corporate
Of course,
industry. Yes, yes,
You're learning what's real.
exactly.
Well, you're learning how of course you're learning a lot, and you're learning how actual big corporations run. But it's the same thing as like saying like, you know, if I've run like 1,000 loops on a track, I'm gonna be probably faster than the guy who just got there, right? Like
Yeah,
probably it's probably gonna be the case, and it's the same thing on both sides. Like it all comes down to what you're iterating on. It just depends on whether or not what you're iterating on is actually applicable. Because for example, like of course, it's easy to say that you'll be better than a software developer right out of university when you've been a software developer for 10 years.
Oh
you know?
yes, oh yes.
If
But
you're building
but John,
companies though, like it could be different. Right?
it could be different.
And I
yeah.
wanna touch on like what you're talking about on failure, which is something we
Yeah,
call like
that's interesting.
the dilemma of the entrepreneur, which is that inevitably you just need one thing to work.
Exactly.
Like,
You can
as
fail
you-
100 times, but if one
You
thing
need
works.
one
That's
genuine
usually
win,
how it happens.
right?
Yeah.
And so that's why what I was gonna
That's
ask.
why we try to iterate.
Yeah,
Exactly,
What
exactly.
I was gonna ask is what does it actually mean to iterate as an entrepreneur or someone in tech? Because you said like iterating on your AI model. Of course, you know, like it seems like
Yeah.
I'm making a lot of progress. This thing is getting better at inference. But if you actually like talk in terms of like actual success, well, it hasn't provided it any value. So how much have I actually iterated?
John, I have a couple questions for you. What do you want to be doing? Like that task that you want to be doing in 10 years or no?
In 10 years?
The task. Like you wake up, you go, and what do you want to be actively doing?
I can't tell you what I want in 10 years because that's really soon.
Okay,
I can
okay.
tell you what I want in like 40 years.
What do you want to be
what I-
doing? Like the activity.
Yeah,
The
I can tell you
activity.
what I want to be doing in 40 years.
Yeah.
So I want to be doing, I would say I argue 3 things, but mostly 2 things. Which
Yeah.
is, those 2 things is I want to be inventing
Yes, yes.
you know,
you're a
like
builder. You're a builder.
broadly, but more specifically, I want to be like I actually envision myself like waking up on a farm in Alberta,
Okay.
like in front of the mountains, seeing my robotic tractors
Uh-huh.
tilling the farmland and planting a bunch of different crops. And I literally imagine myself like pulling them into my garage, super high tech garage. It looks like a barn on the outside. And then like pulling up a fucking lug wrench and like ranking up on my robot. You know, that's what I actually envision. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a kind of Rick and Morty style
That's fire, bro.
inventing kind of thing. That's what I actually want to
Yeah,
do day
yeah.
to day. And then if I want to, you know, like I just pull up the big test tube and see, okay, like is my hive mind working today? Let me see like where my clones are at. You know, that's what I actually envision. And working towards that, like towards having that abundant knowledge and being able to just create without, you know, pulling up like Google being like, yo, how do I do this?
So you don't want to be a manager or you don't want to.
No.
So like for
I do. In 10 years, I want to be a CEO. In 10 years, I want to
okay,
be doing
you
that.
want to be a CEO. Like okay,
I want to
you
run
want to
successful
be
companies.
okay.
I do.
That's why you don't want to wake up today to your iteration 1 farm, which is just a little box in your backyard with little mini robots.
Because if I wanted to do that, I would do that. But I want to be able to create value, right? I want to be selling my
I gotta be a
big
billionaire
Yamaha
first.
type
I have to go to the
robots.
washroom.
No worries, no worries.
No, but that is the first iteration to your Yamaha robots, right?
Exactly, but it's true, okay? But in reality, like in terms of actually deploying that, it's not the first iteration. It's just a project I made in my garage, right?
It's some bullshit.
Exactly. Like if I said, oh, you know, like I build robots in my garage. Like they're not gonna be like that's Amazon. But at the time they said that about Amazon too. They're like, oh, you're in a garage. You're just making like a fucking e-commerce store.
Yeah, they didn't know. Only he knew.
Exactly. Only he knew. So I want to be doing that right now. Though I'm probably too risk averse, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about in terms of your failure. Unfortunately, Filipe is gone. But I'll start the question so I don't forget.
Do you want him to be here for it? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
I'll
well,
start
then
the
let's talk
question
about
and
something
we'll
else.
talk about something else. But like what I identified as the failure was just that you gave up, not that it was an actually inviable market, because you actually had made sales and you had a very clear market that existed.
Yeah, and
You just determined that it was.
there's actually
effort.
there's actually a stat that like for small businesses, particularly, Q4 is double the revenue from the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Like Q4 accounts for half of the revenue. Sorry, that's
Makes
Q4.
sense.
And the reason that's the case for small businesses is because that is natural
Oh,
consumer movements.
yeah.
Of course, the
Back to
corporations are
school.
sophisticated enough to have all their employees from Laurier work out how to supplement revenue during the rest of the quarters.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
when you're a small business, you are basically
Anyways,
operating off.
we'll expand on it when Filipe comes back.
Yeah.
Yo, anyways, bro.
Where'd she go?
Oh my gosh, bro. She actually looked like a '90s chick, like a '60s actually maybe even.
What do you mean?
Like the afro, bro, and the hoop earrings, and then the cute little palm
I
jacket.
feel like we see this a lot at dance battles.
Yeah, probably, bro. Cause like it's pretty like I love the streetwear type shit, but I haven't.
I mean, yeah, it's street dance.
Yeah, I haven't really seen that though. But I'd say like if you
Yo.
go to like this classic place where it got closed down actually recently in Mississauga, this rollerblading place. People would be like dripped out as they were in like maybe the 80s,
Right.
and it was fire.
Yo, if you want with MOTV, we can. It's not about bringing it back. It's about encouraging people to do it who already low key want to do it. Because
Yeah.
I think this is what I was talking about. Like I think that I see this coming back. That's not what it is. It's like, yo, like we'll see what happens in summer. I mean,
Wait, what's not what it is?
I don't want to say bring it back. It's not bring it back.
Yeah,
It's already
yeah.
it's been
there.
here forever.
It's
I'm
there.
back.
You just good intro. Anyways,
Anyways, so I was gonna go into what I was saying about his failure, and like considerably about iterating. I would attribute that those failures were arguably
They're necessary, man.
no, not that. Of course, they're necessary. They're arguably not because of the actual lack of sophistication in terms
Yeah,
of
there's
business
actually,
understanding. It was because you gave up on putting effort in.
yo, there's actually a failure chart
Mm-hmm.
that
Interesting.
on the right side is like pure all variables accounted for, basically hypothesis negated, and then on the other side is like complete, like just like no discipline whatsoever,
Yes.
like just like complete
Yeah.
recklessness, no kind of thought behind what you're doing, and basically
Hypothesis testing human shit. You know?
yeah. Right, and then of course this is like, look, if you want to be an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
this is failure that's okay.
This
Is you're not
that's
going to be an entrepreneur
okay,
because
exactly.
you're just
Unacceptable.
you're not thinking, you're not being disciplined, right?
Yeah.
And my failure was on this side,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but I mean, what was your question?
Well, I was talking about like
I want to know what
Like-
the failure was.
Oh, I started a poster company, right?
I knew about that.
and I wanted to e-commerce it,
Yeah.
and then I shut it down like end of Q3.
Okay.
well what we were talking about.
2.2k sales,
That's good.
3k invested.
But why did you
Kind of like-
why did you stop it though?
So
wanna do
I
it.
stopped it because I didn't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a more like I wanted a business that was more collaborative, that had a bigger
Yeah.
market, and
I feel like that's iterating
Yeah.
though. Like you're learning what you want. Like you're learning more about yourself doing that.
But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
still falls
Uh-huh.
under the spectrum of like a human error. Like it's not like hypothesis testing. It's more like I just don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
But like if you were pragmatic about it and you purely wanted money, which is something we were talking about a lot,
that's right.
you would make the sacrifice.
So yeah, so he's point.
And for
this
me,
is-
frankly,
yeah.
if I owned the printer, I mean, I know I don't really care that too much about money, but like
Yeah.
I'm starting to now. If you gave me your printer this summer, I would be grinding at it every day.
It's yours.
Wallahi, bro, maybe, like we'll see. Like let's like I'll actually took it, and then maybe maybe the hypothesis. Would
No
be
need to
proven.
caveat. Keep going.
But yeah, like what we were talking about in terms of like iterating, like I'm
I feel like that's a good point. Like you iterate a lot through the things that you would like to. Like if you iterate a lot, you learn what you want.
but that's dangerous. When we talked about this, it was like one of my presentation in English class.
Oh yes, but like that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't
Yeah,
iterate.
you don't want to fuck around and find out that you actually want to be average, but
Yeah.
no, but no, there is merit to finding out
So
what you
funny.
want. There is merit to finding out what you truly want for yourself
Yeah.
through iterating. But like, let's just assume that you know.
Okay.
And like yeah, like in terms of like actual building and actually becoming or doing what I want to do, like it's always been a question of me if I'm actually capable to move myself across that spectrum towards actually making sure I can't make any mistakes. Because there's one thing with making like there's one thing in making a wrong assumption, which is your hypothesis testing, and there's another thing actually just fucking up. And I am
Yeah, either undisciplined or stupid.
exactly straight up. And that is the question: am I stupid? Because that's what you're trying to find out. Obviously, I don't want to be standing lacking around like, oh, am I actually stupid? But like in terms of actually iterating and doing what I want to do, like being capable of that, it's how far do I want to push the ceiling, but also like, it's also like in terms of making decisions and making like calculated risks, like I'm basically taking the risk on how I am and how far I am on that spectrum, whether or not I should start doing something. If I could trust that I would not be able to make any mistakes, then I would go 100% and just working on longevity.
Right.
Because like I'm assured, I'm smart and I'm disciplined, then I'll just work on the same thing that I'll be doing because inevitably I would learn all the stuff that I wanted to learn anyway.
But you're not as astute as you could be.
Exactly.
In a few years of studying.
And I would want to be able to have more leverage in that regard. Because obviously if I'm a genius, if I'm Albert Einstein, why do I need to make a startup company? I'll just invent relativity.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And you should... That makes sense. I understand it becomes tough when you go to these entrepreneur societies, and if you're not building something, the fuck are you gonna talk about with them?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
Yeah,
my
I
grades,
that,
like what?
I figure that most of them are doing the same thing, where like they don't have like they don't have a set purpose per se. They're just building something they find cool. Like especially what we were talking about with Ayush. Like he just was skilled.
They have the added benefit of being in an environment where it's required for you to be right. For you to be smart, you don't have to think about it 24/7. Like as long as you're not failing out of school, you know full well.
Yes, you're here, so like there's surely enough, right? And that's partially part of the drive where I want to be surrounded. I want to go to U of T. Ideally, I would love to have been in Waterloo, of course.
Right.
Can you apply to Waterloo or not even?
Yeah, my math is not good enough, bro.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, frankly, and that's where you think shit, I was undisciplined early on. High school, great time socially.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody needs that so they don't regret the later years. Like when you're 40, they look back and they have like a 40-year.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm 50, I'm probably gonna say, "Wow, high school is a great time." But I could have had a great time in high school and also have gone to Waterloo.
I know what you mean, but I feel like there's a lot of people that they regret not having that great time. I feel like when you have a great time, you're wasting your time. You understand what you actually want and then what you your values, you know what I mean?
Did you want to go to Waterloo?
No, I didn't. Not never.
Really?
For a second, yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I that never really was achieving that greatness in the academic sense was never really something I strive to.
By the
Yeah.
way,
You turned into a musician.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm just saying we gotta wrap up a little bit soon. By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
Understandable.
no problem.
Now, me, I really want to go to
Do you need
Waterloo.
An Uber? Do you need me to call you Uber to go home? Because we're gonna be here all night.
I might just work on
You
a
want to just chill?
project
Okay.
there.
Oh, that'd be sick. Just watch. Oh, you could be in the audience if you want.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be funny.
Applauding and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
All right. No, this is the only podcast tonight.
Yeah. No, guys, there's no other podcast tonight. It's only me.
No, yeah. 2 minutes.
We didn't even talk
Okay,
about the
so
party.
let's talk about the event.
Yeah.
There's a MOTV event.
Motive Big Horse event, guys.
Yo, tell me what is the inspiration behind this event?
Well, the inspiration is just good vibes, having fun, man.
All right. So basically, this event, for the first time, we're bringing in our fucking best friends, people that we've known since we've been growing up together. We've always wanted kind of some way to have a reunion or something with the people who we went to high school with and such. We've also wanted to display some talent.
Exactly.
That is not necessarily Ottawa talent, but
It
has
is Ottawa
essentially
talent,
affected
yeah.
us, has been
Yeah.
part of,
Show
our,
love to
our
Ottawa.
upbringing. Yeah, right.
Exactly,
Shout out to
man.
T-Ox.
And just and just basically have a way to bring all the people that we went to school with together, and at the same time bring kind of the local talent that we were aware of as we were going to school in. So if that sounds interesting, then hit us up and we'll send you an invite to our event. It's gonna be December 21st.
Yes. At the show.
We're gonna have Big Horse DJing.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have some artists that we're pulling in, and we're gonna do a podcast as well. So should be spicy.
So we, Motive initially we wanted it to be about experience, and in fact, for our inception, and all the branding, all the stuff, Andrew and I initially wanted to make something exactly like this, running parties, inviting people to it, making it really gamified. And so, you know, like, it's crazy that, like, we're going to start doing stuff like that now. It's like the first iteration, but there's so many people, just like how we talk about our podcast, we want to shout out our outline our story and how we've grown as individuals, that we also want to highlight the people who came into our life and have had a lot of memories attributed with that. And so, you know, we're bringing people who not only these artists have a lot of impact on the people around them, but like we're also a part about everyone else's story.
Yeah. It's about the story.
Yes.
You know, this podcast, we brought in people who were part of our story growing up. And so it's another event to just get more people together at once who have been part of the story and create another story, you know?
Exactly. So real. So yeah, bro. MOTV Live 2023, A Big Horse Christmas, coming to you on December 21st. Check out our Eventbrites. Check out all the coupons. And yeah.
$4 shots, guys. And it's amazing that we managed to set up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, Filipe, shout out to you for coming on, bro.
Yes, thank you, guys. Thank you.
I'll be waiting for the out.
Yes.
What's up?
Thank you
All
for
right.
having me,
It's a
boys.
pleasure, man. It's a
All right, man.
A minha vida estava sem sentido. Eu precisava de uma revolução.